Hello and welcome. I am the Last Hit Point Hero, and you have found your way to TPK Roleplay. We are so very glad you're here and hope you enjoy the stay. Over the course of the next several months, we shall be playing our way through the Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition Adventure Module Curse of Strahd. Cutting down a single tree does little to bother the forest. But if one of these so-called heroes were to fall, well, the entire world might hear. First and foremost, absolutely no attempt to make the story child appropriate have occurred. While necessary changes to problematic elements have been rewritten, this is still a dark and stormy gothic horror story. This actual play stream contains adult language, descriptions of violence and light gore, scary images, and generally speaking, a great deal of darkness. Our players are here to bring the light. Safety tools are in place for the players, but you as a viewer do not have such a luxury. If you know of any sensitivities to the listed topics, please keep a teleportation spell prepped and readied. Barring that readied action trigger, kick back, relax, keep all heads, hands, paws, and claws inside the stream at all times. Slap that follow button to join the wonderful world of TPK Roleplay. Click the Discord link that I am certain will spontaneously appear in chat at any moment. And above all else, be good. That's the rule. Be good. Item next. Today is Player Appreciation Day at TPK Roleplay, and as we have the show for today, I want to take just a moment to speak on behalf of the DMs and GMs of TPK Roleplay and how much we appreciate the more than 40 players that populate the various games that go on this channel. These games happen because of the players. We are the referees, the helpers along with the story. We might create a skeleton, but the real meat, really what makes these stories happen and really what makes these stories fantastic are the players. So for all the players of TPK, I want to say thank you. And for our players right here, close this because I didn't write this part because I didn't want to write anything. I want to take just a moment to say how much I appreciate the 5 of you. About a year ago, I got into streaming online with a game that Gregory started running that we are still running. One day we'll make it through. And kind of started to find friends, started to find connections with people, got to know Nif, and that's been fantastic. I appreciate knowing them so much. Then we started this game, and I got to meet Noir and Corndog, which have just been fabulous and so much fun. Robotic I've known for years, so I'm just glad he's here playing and meeting all of you. But that's something that, just from the depths of my heart, I really appreciate it a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. I've grown as a person from knowing each of you, and I appreciate you. I want you all to know that very much. Doing this thing where people see us has taught me to get over some of my own insecurities too. And that's when I first started, I hated the sound of my voice. I would not listen to the sound to myself. I spoke publicly and had a recorded speech every week for 7 years, but I would not listen to any of it. For 7 years, I would not listen to my own voice. And when I started DMing and got into this show specifically, I started listening because I wanted to hear you guys again. And that made me hear myself, and I got over that strange self-criticism anxiety. And that's meant a lot to me. And you guys mean a lot to me. So on Player Appreciation Day, I want you all to know that. I am going to try and kill one of you today, but that's okay. Just to see if it's possible. But I do want to share just sincerely. Just share that. Yeah, what a transition.
I love you.
Yeah,
no,
totally.
I love you guys. I really do. I don't say that lightly. That's not something that I say lightly to people, but it's something that's very true. So in that vein, I am going out on a bit of a limb with introductions today. You see, the introductions have become something of a signature of mine. I don't know why or how or when that happened, but I put a lot of thought into the introductions I give for you guys. Sometimes the hardest part of prepping for a session is to figure out how I can best lift and draw attention to each of you. Because I want to do that in a way that is fantastic and is memorable and people know. And this time around, I'm doing something a little bit for myself because it's going to overcome a insecurity of mine. You see, I don't have any feelings about my ability to sing. And over the past couple months, all of you have sung wonderfully at different points. Robotic, I think Robotic has to break out into song at some point. But I wanted to go out on a limb. I think, decent at writing, so I rewrote the lyrics to a song that everyone should know, and we'll use that as the introduction. So you each get your own verse to the song, and then I will do the chorus, and then you can do your introductions. So that is my way of going out on a limb for all of you, on behalf of all of you, being very uncomfortable, show a light on just how much you guys mean to me. So we are going to take a moment to get to know these wonderful players. Everyone here will say hello, introduce themselves and their character, plug other shows or projects they're participating in, games they play, and what kind of salad your character would order in a restaurant. So that's the question for the night. What kind of salad your character would order in a restaurant. So here we go. To turn something on for myself so I don't lose beat, because that would make it even worse. There once was a nymph who tossed a die. The numbers on its face counted 20. They rolled real high, their grin split wide. Roll high, night, roll. Roll, roll, the clickety-clacks. Don't crunch them, they are not snacks. Fun all together's our way on TPK Roleplay. Nif.
It me. Hi. But Crunch Crew. But okay, anyways. Hi, I'm Nifernif. I am the general nuisance of TPK, and I'm also a Jasper's Game Day ambassador. That's a member of the tabletop community that's around and supporting the Jasper's Game Day charity, which is a foundation about suicide awareness and prevention. So I'm around if you want to talk or need a friend. I also am on TPK on Thursdays and Fridays. Come see me because it's the best. I'm playing Bright, the tiefling genasi artificer, who I guess just takes whatever is given to her in terms of salad because she's not that picky. If there's any, I don't know that there are spicy salads, but she likes like flavor and spice and stuff. So like, I don't know. I know nothing about salad. Somebody help.
Whatever works, if that's what Bright takes. I maybe radishes, red onions, and pepper seeds.
Yes, sure.
I don't know if that would be good in a salad or not, but
I just take what is given to me, much like Bright. So I don't know. Okay, Magic points out buffalo chicken salad. I guess that's a thing. Sure.
What? Buffalo
with
chicken
that.
salad is a thing?
Yeah, sure that.
Good. Well, continuing around to our second verse. He had not been 2 hours offline when I needed to watch him another time. I called up Twitch for his VODs, nor Enigma we all love. Huh, roll, roll the clickety-clacks, crunch away, they make great snacks. Fun all together's our way on TPK Roleplay.
I just got this shanty out of my head. And two, you know how I feel about Crotch Crew. But hey, everybody, I'm Noir. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter as the Noir Enigma. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok as Noir Enigma. Please give me a follow because I'm almost at 400 followers on TikTok, so that'd be cool. But yeah, I'm playing Uther, who's looking forward to stabbing some more wood tree thingies.
Wonderful. We'll see. Maybe you'll make a salad out of them. That could be the way to go. Oh yeah, they did decide.
Right. That's the salad that Uther would eat. If Uther had to order a salad, it would be a meat salad. It would be replace the lettuce with bacon, replace the tomatoes with sausages. What else is on salads? Replace the ranch with. I mean, I guess you can leave the ranch actually.
Vegans, please avert your ears.
And replace the cheese. No, you can keep the cheese.
Yep.
What else is on? You
Cheese
can
is
keep the
meat
croutons.
adjacent.
You can keep the croutons, actually.
Croutons are good.
Yeah, it's like a bun.
It's like red meat.
And you know what? Just add more bacon. Like add bacon flakes to the bacon. Yeah. God, I want that now.
Yeah, dang. Just a cereal bowl full of bacon is what you just described.
Yep. You know, that's a good snack. That fills that healthy role that salad fills. So you're onto something more. Continuing around to the upper right corner of our screen is the third verse. Sorry, I lose the beat so easily because I'm just not built for it. Before my mouse clicked to hit play, another friend was on display. Corn Dog McGraw would have her say some dice she's going to throw. Huh, roll, roll the clickety clacks. Don't crunch them, they are not snacks. Fun all together's our TPK roleplay.
Yay, it's me. Hello, everyone. It's me, Corn Dog McGraw. I am playing Ficus Fig, a rogue who has a really good chance of going unconscious. So I'm taking up that idle threat of one of us being killed tonight. I'm ready for it. It's happened before. It'll happen again. And a salad that Ficus would eat would not necessarily be a kind of salad, but a place that has a salad bar. So she could just keep going back and eat all the different things. Kind of like when you go to Fogo de Chao. I've been there once and I got full on the salad bar. So I think Ficus would be of that same mindset where if there was salad, it would just be consumed. It doesn't need to be a certain flavor. You don't need certain dressings. Just give her the salad. She's ready to eat.
Awesome. Fabulous. Now, I did realize just now with this verse, the most awkward thing about this is that I'm playing the music in my ear. So when I'm waiting for it to go, it is dead silent for everyone else.
But we love it.
Sorry about that.
I thought you were trying to avoid a DMCA.
So this is a open source sea shanty. So
Nice.
I am,
Public domain is our best friend.
I am good to go. Plus it's a parody, and plus it is a spontaneous a cappella performance. All right, so bear with me. Next around the line, in the bottom right is what I think is the hardest verse of this song, and if you've ever tried to sing this sea shanty and stay on beat, you might appreciate it. I've been practicing all afternoon, so I think we got this. No, this is how much I love you guys. I spent 45 minutes singing these verses over and over this afternoon, to the point where I have most of them memorized, and that's not the sort of thing I memorize. So, on to the bottom right corner of your screen. Next on our list. Fall they 1 or fall they 20, the player's mind was not on greed, for he ascribed to the roleplay creed 1 in 20 D&D. Huh! Roll, roll the clickety-clacks, crunch away, they make great snacks. Fun all together's our way on TPK roleplay.
Wow, that was so great. Hey everyone, I am Gregory. You can also find me online at 1 in 20 D&D. I've got a YouTube channel with some cool stuff over there. Otherwise, when I'm not here playing D&D, I'm either on my own Twitch, like we were last night, and oh my goodness, Dragon Turtle, it was epic. Otherwise, come check me out with the Dice Tyrants. We do some really fun stuff over there too. So that's who I am, what I do tonight. And every time we're here with Darkest Night, Brightest Light, I get to play Leaf in the Sunlight of Summer, who is a Tabaxi Ranger, and I'm absolutely loving this character. Ranger is one of my favorite classes to play, and I hadn't really gotten to do it in 5th edition, so it's been a lot of fun, and I really love the Monster Slayer subclass. It's pretty exactly what I was looking for, so I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I'm surprised that Ficus wouldn't want a fig salad, but that would be too on the nose, I can imagine. As far as Leaf is concerned, I mean, of course, that's an easy one right there. But he is a nature boy, so it would absolutely have to be a wild-picked salad, like the kind of salad that you would actually find like wild onions and wild kale and the things you would find maybe alongside the trail or in the forest. So that's what Leaf would want.
The anti-Uther.
Oh, I mean, it could have some meat in it, but you know.
I don't know how much wild game fits well in picked salads. So
Yeah,
we'll sort
it's
something
more
out.
like the you'd have like a nice crispy rabbit on a spit with nice freshly caught wild salad to go with it, and little bitters in there and that kind of stuff. So yum. I'm really drooling and salivating now.
And our final verse, last but not least, having recovered from the terrible incident with the Browns that we will not discuss out of fear of breaking his heart, we will wrap up with our last introduction. Yes, I am sorry they lost that badly, though.
I'll forgive
For the
you.
next 3 hours, not much more. Escape to a world that's ne'er a bore. All worries, lost problems, ignored, robotic gentlemen. Roll, roll the clickety-clacks. Don't crunch them, they are not snacks. Fun all together's our way on TPK Roleplay.
As our fine dungeon master said, I'm Robotic Gentleman. I don't play any other games except this one. Other things in life I got to handle behind the scenes. Currently, well, I would say aside from that, I would say, well, obviously because Soul is a warforged, he won't eat anything, but he is still not a stranger to the dinner table, as he is always there for company and a companion to talk to while you guys eat your organic matters to fill your slowly dying bodies. But,
Ouch. Slowly dying? I don't think anyone's slowly dying here.
I had a fun day at work today.
And I, once again, am the last hit point hero. I want to thank you for joining us, and thank you for indulging me in.
Can we do a
with
round of
bit
applause
support.
before we go on, though? Because that was epic. That was so good.
I believe we have a bit of a summary from the Unicorn Journal of Legend.
Hello. To say thank you and to also give you some support, I did some quick writing. The party's en route to Wizard of Wine's and foe and friends they hope to find. Twig blights are up and swords are drawn when we come to fight. Soon may the party come to find a symbol and book and sword. One day when the artifact's found, they'll kill Count Strahd and go. Okay, I didn't actually do the whole rest of it, so you're gonna get the rest now, but I want to support you, so.
That was
you.
awesome.
Fabulous.
The party is en route to the Wizard of Wines, like I said, where they hope to find information and objects and people to help them in their quest. Soul kept watch on the road and saw a specter and encountered some patchwork grave collectors, which we're not going to talk about. The sleeping members of the party all dreamed terrible dreams. Leaf dreamed of being abandoned. Ficus dreamed of her deity laughing at her. Bright dreamed of finding her family dead. Uther dreamed of Tobias's empty crib. Upon waking, Uther named his newfound sword Grief, and Bright began work on a new Taroka deck. They all somberly continued down the road and encountered the Mardikovs, the family that owns the Wizard of Wines. They'd been driven from the winery by the wood folk, who had summoned countless twig blights. The party made their way inside and began searching successfully for a magic item that would help them in their quest. And we've still got more to go, folks.
We did leave off with a pair of forest folk druids being shot down in their prime. Just to refresh those final moments of last session, I will toss you back on the map where we last left off. The forest folk to the eastern side of that catwalk, when they fell, they had dropped a wooden stick, and also there was a metallic clinking that went down the stairs close to them. So that is where we left off. That is what has just happened, and the winery is yours.
I'm still downstairs, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
Bright, Soul, and Uther are down below, and Ficus, Leaf, and Ireena are up on the catwalk above. Sorry for what that does to poor Gregory as he manages the screen behind the scenes.
Just need a moment.
Oh, and there is one other thing that I needed to mention, and I finally found a place to give it to you for 2 weeks, or 2 sessions now. I have owed you an extra magic item. It was donated in chat, and it was in some loot that got skipped over, and I didn't put it back in last session because we didn't get to where it was, so instead I moved where it was. And I will say, because I can do that, it took me a month to realize I have that power. So Bright, in that room where you found the book, and you found the empty stand where the gem went, there was also a small box about a foot by a foot by a foot that has a flat face on one of its faces.
Okay. I take it.
Have yourself a box with a face. There is,
Is it like
as you,
a creepy face? Because, like, you say box with a face, but we're in Barovia.
it's a very robotic looking face. There is not a lot of detail to it. Very simple eyes, very simple line for a mouth. And when you pick it up and turn it around, on the back there is a crown, a wind-up crown that's on the back of it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll, like, give it a twist and then just kind of turn it over. And because it's a face, I kind of just like, hello?
So as you twist that, after turn it around, you can hear inside the. After a few moments, the sides open up.
Huh.
And 2 hands begin to extend on very thin arms, and 2 legs begin to extend from the bottom.
Did
If
you
you
give
think
me
this-
another metal friend?
And after just a few seconds, about 6 seconds, in fact, standing before you is about a 4-foot tall box with arms and legs. It pauses for a moment, looks around, and says, "Who is the Prime?"
Hello?
What languages do you speak, Bright?
I speak Common, Infernal, and Elvish.
Okay. So it says something else that you don't understand.
Okay.
And then after another couple seconds, it says, "Who is the Prime?" in Elvish.
Hi, what do you mean by the prime? Would you like to help us?
A couple seconds pass, and it says something you don't understand.
I'll try speaking to it in Elvish, I guess. Hello. Do you have a name?
A few seconds pass, and it says something else. Don't understand that either.
Will you come with me? Please?
A few seconds pass, and in Infernal, it says, "Who is the Prime?"
Yeah, me?
Stops and looks. A few seconds pass. Says something else. And after about a minute and a half, it doesn't respond to your interactions at all. It stops ticking and becomes a box again.
Is it like a box I can carry?
Yes.
Please.
About,
Yeah, good.
Yep. Foot by foot by foot.
Okay. Well, I'll put it in the other side of my bag because I've already tucked the book away. So I will tinker with that later. Cool. I have a box.
That talks to you.
Yep.
Anyone else? What are you up to?
I think Ficus would be interested in like what these beings are carrying on them. These woodland folk that seemed creepy and scary.
Sure.
So I don't think she noticed like any like ting 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 sound or something dropping because she was in the hallway at the time. So I think she's just kind of generally searching these beings for anything she can learn about them.
Okay. Starting with this one that's in front of you on that side, it doesn't seem to have too much of value. It has a pouch full of acorns, a quarterstaff,
Total value.
a
Trees.
pocket full of mint leaves, odds and ends.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just kind of like scurry out and walk down this way, give Ireena a high five as I pass her, and then just continue over to this person and kind of dig around there too.
As you turn that corner, you see sitting at the bottom of those stairs a gem about the size of a human's fist. It looks very similar to the one that you took notice of in the windmill a few days ago.
Ooh. I will grab just kind of like, what do I have on me? Let's see.
Hey, you might have food.
I mean, I do have
Maybe
food.
You might.
I definitely do.
Okay.
I'll grab just some spare clothes, like a spare shirt or something like that, and just kind of like pick it up wrapped in the shirt because Ficus knows that magic things can be dangerous to touch sometimes. So
Aw, you're learning.
no, I'm learning my character. I'm gonna pick it up with my mage hand
There you go.
because
Okay.
I can do that.
There you go.
That's something I do. I'll pick it up with that.
Cast Mage Hand. The gem slowly rises in your Mage Hand. And, you have a gem. Kind of a dark greenish color. Kind of like a blackish green. As you look in the center of it, it seems to catch the light, the meager light that's in the from the torches in this room, just a little bit.
Did anyone grab that staff? That one over there had a somewhat remarkable staff. You should probably check it out.
The one by me?
Yep.
I will check out the staff.
There is a gnarled black staff instead of a quarterstaff in this one's hand.
Ooh.
Quick question. How long has the downtime been?
So this is the first few seconds after
Okay.
killing these.
Okay. Yeah, Uther's just good because he's a wee bit banged up, so he's just gonna kind of sit this one out and maybe take a short rest.
Okay, you're gonna start taking a short rest.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. Soul's gonna notice Uther sitting down, so he is going to double check all the entrances to the area to make sure nothing else can bang in that time.
Okay. So as you're looking around, I'll just give you a quick rundown of each of these doors. So the double doors closest to you are the ones that Uther held shut with one hand, waiting for you to find a bar to come over and put down. The door down here underneath the stairs, no one has gone through that door yet. It's closed, but it's more of an interior door look. It doesn't seem to be as sturdy as the others are. This door here on the far side is ajar just a little bit. As you're walking your way around, you look in there, and there's a spiral staircase leading up to the next floor. And it also leads down as well. And then this door is open, but the exterior door is closed. That's the one that you struggled with, and Uther showed up and jumped the bar on.
Well, I'm gonna probably use bars or anything to bar those remaining doors until we regroup properly.
There's a number of barrels here. You can pretty easily break them down for the longer ends and use the slats to, do your best to keep those doors shut.
While the others are looking downstairs, Leaf would pop back into this hallway and then probably start checking these rooms. He's gonna be listening. Is this door right here open?
That door is open, yes. So that was so there's two dead druids. I forgot you were standing on one. One of them came out. One of them came out of that room.
Okay, so he's gonna poke his head in there and see if he sees anything noteworthy.
So all the rooms up here have these really low torches that are burning, but they don't appear to be fire. They appear to be magical torches of some kind to keep burning the whole place down. And when you glance in this room, the most dominant feature is this printing press in the back corner. It's not a full-size printing press, it's a smaller one, and as you look around, you see stacks of labels, blank paper, and things of ink, and it seems pretty clear to you that this is likely where they print the labels for the wine bottles.
You have somebody that likes paper and ink, just saying.
Yep, he will tell you about that momentarily, but in the meantime, he's gonna look through the room to see if the druids left anything behind, so that's what he's doing right now.
I just want it known that Bright is doing that indecisive thing where there's two groups of people that she wants to, like, take care of, so she's just standing on the stairs in the middle, like... Yeah.
Sounds good. So Leaf, just so that I can get this out of the way and don't forget when I come back around, as you are looking around, you do find a key hanging on a loop of twine that is on a hook next to the door. It's not hidden in any way, it's just hanging there.
Okay. I'll snatch that for sure.
Other than that, there's not much. There's, jar of glue for how they attach the labels, but it's not about it. Ireena will stand at the top of the stairs and just kind of keep an eye on both groups as well. And her demeanor has relaxed a little bit. She seems a little bit more Ireena and a little bit less handfuls at the moment. Ficus, you're over next to this other druid. The door that is next to it is still open, and that is the only door that no one's gone through yet.
Neat. Ficus is going to pull out the seeing stone that she has on her possession because she hasn't used that in, like 10 sessions. And she's going to cast detect magic with it.
Right.
And she is going to kind of like hover it over the gem, and then she's also going to hover it over the gnarled staff that she sees before her.
So both do shine with magic. The double check some of them. So the staff is a little interesting. It has a little bit of necromagic aura, but it also has probably might be divination. Yeah, for lack of anything else, we'll say divination. So it's got some divination and some necromancy in it, and the stone is conjuration.
Ficus knows very little about schools of magic. She's going to make note of that for Bright, though. And she was really smart about the gem, so I think that means she should be pretty dumb about the staff. She's just going to pick it up and be like, I got the staff! And then she's going to kind of like try to open that door.
I could not be happier that you said that.
Thank you.
You reach down and you grab a hold of the black staff, and when you touch it with your hand, it has the feel of those thorns that they're prickly, but you can still grab them.
Yes.
So it's those tiny little nettles on it, and as you grab this staff, you feel those nettles poke. But before you can let go, your hand sticks to it, and
I hate this.
the staff begins to shed tendrils. Almost like a tree branching out at the top, but the tendrils curl down and begin to wrap around your hand. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Excellent. I'm really good at these.
Does anybody see this?
Ireena would.
Ireena will here in just a second.
That's a 12.
12. So these tendrils wrap around your hand and they start to push into your skin. You take 13 points of damage as these things enter your arm, and you can feel them pass up through your arm into your chest.
Is this something I could uncanny dodge or no?
You can't uncanny dodge staff tendrils through your arm.
Okay. Yeah, let's drop those hit points.
All right. So, 2 questions, GM.
Yep, go ahead.
One, do we hear any of this going on downstairs?
Yep, so there's going to be 2 things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
One, Ireena looks over and sees you stand up with this, and even before you make a sound, sees the look on your face. And she goes, Ficus, what's wrong? Something wrong with Ficus. And then Ficus, how do you react to feeling tendrils burrow into your arm and into your chest?
I know how I would react. I think I would scream, ouch, yuck, and throw it on the ground. And I don't think that's what Ficus would do. I think she would be like, oh, this thing came to play. Like, 2 can play at that, and she would just squeeze the staff harder. As like a power move on the staff. She feels like it's alive at this point. It's a living creature, especially like after the living twigs that we just saw. She's like, oh, it's one of these twig people things. And she's just like squeezing the life force out of it. Is what she would like to do.
And so
with her negative strength.
No, explain one more time. What are you trying to accomplish by squeezing the staff?
Power move.
You're not trying to break it.
I'm not trying to break it. I'm
okay.
trying to like make it submit.
Yeah, you're asserting dominance.
Asserting dominance. You will submit, staff. You will.
Me.
Oh, good.
I would like you to make an intimidation check.
Oh, so good at that too.
Intimidating a stick.
Oh my god.
This is D&D right here.
That's an 8. I'm so intimidating.
You are pouring your hate into this stick, squeezing it, just thinking, no. And you hear in your voice, or you hear a voice in your head. It's not really in your head. It seems to come from your chest. And it's simple. It's not quite a word. It's the feeling of a word. It seems young and not well formed, but you do get the meaning because it's something you're very familiar with. You get the question, food?
What was the question? Sorry, you kind of cut out a little bit.
Food?
Food? Oh, like I'm food or it's food? Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, the staff is smarter than me, even though it can only speak in single words. All right.
Ireena's gonna run over behind you.
Be like, I got it. I'm not food.
Your arm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like just flowing up her arm, I'm guessing at this point. Ficus will just like yell, I am not food at the staff.
Okay, yeah.
Upon hearing the commotion, I would be running up.
Yeah, me too. Any chance I was able to recover hit dice? I don't think so.
Nope.
Just it doesn't hurt to ask. All right, yeah, this is fine. I'm moving my full 40 movement speed to get there. I'll take a dash action.
The entire party has come to join Ficus.
I'm fine. Everybody runs up to the catwalk. Ficus is sitting on the stairs with a staff of black wood coming out of her arm.
I would think Leaf has a pretty
and Leaf would
high
be on the other
passive,
side.
so he would have run out as soon as he heard Ireena.
Ireena yelled loud enough that everyone could hear.
Cool.
I've just got one hand back, like pushing myself away from everyone because like I've seen other people conquer magical items. Like I just saw Uther take over a sword and I'm like, it's my turn. Ficus can't even use a staff, you guys. Like this is pointless, but she wants to feel
it's
magical
important.
and cool, even if it hurts a little bit.
It's important to you. We get it.
Can I attempt to yank the staff from her?
It's in her arm.
No, the tendrils are in the arm. I'm going to try and yank the stick and the tendrils out of her arm.
And I stop him, or at least help, by holding the tendrils in her arm so he can yank her arm off.
Can I have a wand that has an assisted escape feature. I want to try and do the same thing.
What if I don't want to escape?
We have,
what about me?
Just to summarize, Soul has a hold of the tendrils trying to keep them in the arm. Uther's getting ready to grab the staff to pull the tendrils out of her arm. And Bright has brought a wand that aids in escape, which I think it aids you in escape.
I didn't know if it could be used. I was thinking. Okay.
So,
And Ficus is holding onto the staff with all of her might, still trying to make it submit.
okay. So there's a little bit of conflict here on how to resolve this.
I would like to work with Soul and keep. Uther would say, we can heal whatever damage is done to the arm, but the priority is to get the tendrils out of her arm.
Well, apparently you have to win a strength check against Ficus, so...
I'm sure I'll be okay.
If you could just crit fail for me, that would be great.
Do it for the story. Noir, you need to let her win this.
Negative strength.
All right. So, what I need is athletics is fine. I mean, this is an athletic endeavor.
Also, he is not dumb, so I think he would rip a sleeve off and wrap his arm around it, wrap his hand around it before grabbing the staff.
Any reason to yank the sleeves off, dude?
Gotta show off the guns.
Part of me still imagines Uther in his original suit with the split sleeves.
I'm sure he bought a new shirt by then, or took one off of something that he kills. That's more likely. So
Go
yeah,
ahead, and each of you give me an athletics check, Uther and Ficus. If Ficus is higher than Uther's, she stops him from pulling it. Otherwise, oh jeez.
Oh!
like I just see him like not actually trying for a second. If Ficus is just like,
Do we just get rid of our original strength and just make this 19 versus 19? Cut strength.
like he pulls like thinking like this is gonna be easy. If Ficus actually puts up a fight for a second, he's like, give me this shit.
I think Ficus just came with the staff. That's what it was.
So, Uther gets a hold of the staff. Ficus braces herself, not wanting to let go of the staff. And Uther, you pull, you yank, and right away, Ficus, you can feel the tendrils trying to grab a hold of you from within. And as this pulls, you can feel the tendrils in your chest constrict.
I will scream with agony. Just stop.
You take 15 damage. Uther pulls the staff about 5 feet, or about 3 feet out of your grasp, and there are tendrils extending from the staff into Ficus's body, that entire 3 feet that are covered in Ficus's blood.
You need heals.
But are they out of her now?
Not all the way. They are still... Ficus, you can feel them in your bicep.
I
They
cannot
feel like
because
they be about...
down.
I am unconscious.
I cure wounds
Wait,
so
wait.
fast.
Wait. He pulls one more time.
I'm gonna hold on to her and cure wounds and like anchor her body down as he finishes yanking it out.
What is Ficus's current hit points?
-4.
I'm
your total hit
cure
points?
wounding.
So
I have 40 hit points total, is what my max HP is.
can Soul attempt to break the remaining at it so I can remove them without it fighting back?
So you want to try and cut them?
I want to break the tendril that's out and then try to remove
Okay.
the rest safely without it fighting back and hurting her more.
So you want to snap the 3 feet of tendrils that are covered in Ficus blood between
Yes.
staff. All right. So because Uther just did his strength check to pull it out, you can make a strength check to snap those tendrils.
I'm
Okay.
trying to give 10
Please
HP
not
back
kill
to her.
Ficus by saving her.
And you want to give 10 HP to her. Go ahead.
I'm
and,
cure woundsing her and like holding her down so that they can finish yanking the stuff
All right.
out.
So Bright, go ahead and do your cure wounds first.
Booyah.
It's 10 HP.
Ficus, you wake up. Soul, you reach out and grab these tendrils.
You might
Try
want to
and-
do athletics because I think you get your proficiency bonus with
Oh, yeah,
athletics
that's a
instead of the
strength
save.
Yeah, that's a
So
save. You could do
23,
athletics.
right?
So
Oh.
you rolled a 13. What's your athletics modifier?
I just rolled a 20.
You rolled a 13 on a strength save. What's
Oh.
an athletics check? So if you look at your skills and go to athletics, what do you have in there?
I was just trying to get you more points.
Athletics is a 6.
So it's
Can we
19.
roll
You
that?
got a total of 19.
All right.
So you reach and you try and break these tendrils. Ficus, you wake up to being healed. You see Soul grabbing a hold of these tendrils and trying to tear them in half. And as he starts tearing, you can feel it. It's like he's grabbed a hold of one of your arms and is trying to break his arm between your hands.
More screaming comes from my body.
You
One.
take only 2 damage from that, but the tendrils do not break.
All right, he like Uther's yelling now. All right, listen. 1, leave her unconscious. This is not going to be pleasant for her. 2, we have to pull from the staff. You can't
All right.
create a shortcut. And
So
3,
leave
and he
ba-
yanks.
Leaf is gonna bound over to where everyone is and is like, "What are you doing? It's magic. You need to use magic to get it out of her. Can anyone dispel magic?" And he's looking from one to the other of the cast, like, and everyone here can cast, so he's kind of waiting.
Oh no! None of us have that.
I can burn it.
Let me
can burn
try
it.
this. He would like to step up to Ficus and cast protection from good and evil on her.
Okay.
But I need to touch her, so I'm gonna get up and put my arm on her shoulder, or
Yeah,
leg,
I've like
whatever I
pulled
can.
her into my lap to like brace her against the floor as we
Perfect,
pull this
so.
out.
All right, so you cast protection of good and evil on her.
Picked up
Ficus,
the
you
wrong
can,
item today.
you can feel the spell
Yeah,
kind
you
of
did.
take root within you, and
Hey, Groot.
just reading attack roll.
It's probably not gonna do
charm.
anything, but you know.
We're trying.
Okay. No, so or possessed by them. Ficus, that voice that says food, and it's been repeating it, trying to like form the thought and the feeling into a word. You felt it asking for food, but now just on the edge of your hearing, you can almost hear food as a word. And as soon as protection from good and evil is cast, it's as soon as the spell takes hold, it's cut off. You no longer hear that word. And Uther, Yank.
Yank away.
Hey, here we go.
Lord.
Another athletics check to pull a living staff out of your friend.
I'm holding the front down. Does that give him advantage?
Everybody's helping. Yeah, I will give him advantage.
Yeah.
Well,
How
that
many
is-
athletics checks
Whoops,
did you
sorry.
just do?
I pressed the button too many times, but it's 24.
24. You yank again. Ficus, you feel the tendrils trying to grip inside your body and even dig deeper, even as Uther begins to pull. You take 15 more damage and
And I
fall
go
unconscious
unconscious
again. Uther, you yank this staff out of her arm, and the tendrils are just flailing and whipping, and there's droplets of Ficus's blood that's getting thrown around this catwalk. They start to come back toward the staff and open up, reach down, and try and dig into your arm. Give me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh,
13. So these dig into your arm, Uther, and you take 16 damage. You can feel these tendrils burrowing
Does
through your
Uther go
skin.
unconscious now?
Actually, I'm going to use as a reaction.
Mhm.
Jeez. Stone's endurance, and
Okay.
I am going to ignore some of that damage.
Okay.
Let's see. So I roll a D12 plus 4. So I only take 4 damage. And then I would. Well, I can't rage yet because I don't. Well, can I rage?
You just pulled that. If you want to rage right now, I would let you rage.
Okay. Then I would like to rage.
Oh Lord.
So as you are raging, you can feel these tendrils burrowing into your arm, up your arm, and into your chest, and you can feel them within your chest. And there is just at the edge of your perception an infantile thought that begins to form, and you can't place it at first, but after a little bit, it starts to make sense. It's trying to relay to you a sense of food, hunger, without using words.
Dope. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do on my turn, but I think it's time to let somebody else do something.
Yep.
I would like to just like pull. So Ficus has been like half in my lap, and I just want to like deposit her towards whoever is next behind me. And just
well,
kind of-
Leaf is right next to you, so he could take her into his arms.
Yeah, I will just make sure that she's in somebody's arms that is not covered in thorns and just kind of lunge and just in desperation out of her hands, like her skin just starts to lighten like it's burning from the inside, and she just burning hands is the staff primarily, but probably also getting some of Uther.
Don't
It's like
have
next
next
to
for
dead.
this. I don't have the hit points for this.
This
Okay.
look,
We
I'm
all
trying
gonna die tonight.
I'm trying not to hit you, but also look, I have heals, okay?
Yes, burn the living staff so we can just feed on the body that it's inside of. I also thought about doing burning hands while I was holding on to it. I was like,
I'm trying not to get Noir. I'm trying not to get Uther, but I feel like he's not gonna let me just burn the staff.
Hope you got the dodge,
know?
buddy. Hope you got the.
So I was fine with you just burning the staff until you mentioned burning Uther, and I thought how great it would be for you to catch his hand while you're burning it. So,
Great.
So,
oh yeah,
Can he
Kat,
get
you can
itty-bitty
give
damage now?
channel points for heals and bits for heals.
well,
so
I'm
everyone
gonna.
knows.
Well, as soon as
No.
as soon as Ficus is in Leaf's arms, she's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Ficus is
Yeah.
unconscious.
So-
Ireena will kneel down and put 1 point of lay on hands. into
Oh,
Ficus
great.
to
Well,
pick her up.
that's fine, but I'm gonna cast a level 2 Cure Wounds.
We're gonna sleep after this, right?
So,
I had a
man.
plan.
So you get
So-
a total. Oh, that was not a great roll. I'm so sorry. I rolled a 1.
That's
and
fine.
a 1 and a 2.
One more than I had before.
Crud.
true.
So that was miserable. But 5 is better than nothing. Ignore the Slayer's Prey. I don't know why it
goodness.
posted that.
This is the best part we had all year.
No.
You get 1 extra point from Ireena, who was just planning on waking you up.
I'm at 6. Yeah.
Bright is casting Burning Hands.
Sir, I have
Uh,
an extra inspiration. Can I please burn it to not hurt Uther?
You want to burn an inspiration. What I will do is you will only deal 1d4 points of damage.
Great.
It just
Uther.
catches Uther's hand. Now,
But
I don't know
deal
where
full
Uther's
damage.
at, so I don't know how much this will be.
I deal
But you
full
can do a-
damage to the staff, though.
You're gonna, roll damage normally for the staff, but
Okay.
only 1d4. Just roll an extra 1d4.
Roll that
See
for
how much damage of that catches. 2. Uther, you take 2 fire damage as the Burning Hands catches your hand that is
Ow.
grasping the staff.
He just glares at Bright.
I want this out. Don't glare at me. I'm helping.
I have an idea, but you're all gonna need to go downstairs.
Oh dear.
The banister's right there. You seem to be very good at jumping off things. If you want to.
Sorry, I've got a stick that is invading my body right now.
We just got a $5 tip. Does that mean something for heals?
Yeah,
That
that's
is a
David.
good
He
tip.
will absolutely heal us. I'm guessing. Yep.
Yep. 5 1d4 heals. So you can use those how you want. Just you only have 5 of them to grab from.
Can
Claim them
Sol
when you use them.
use a level 2 cure wounds on Uther?
Just
Hang on.
Let me take care of the Burning Hands on the staff first. So what's the damage for your
I've
Burning
done-
Hands spell?
10 points of magical fire.
So Bright walks up, the fire just extends out of her hands.
It's just a
Uther
lunge.
glares at her as his knuckles start to singe and smoke. The stick itself singes and smokes. Uther, you get a new sense in your mind. It's not food anymore. It's actually a combination. It feels like fear and pain at the same time. Here come the heal trains.
Heal train.
Oh,
Thanks for the bits,
y'all are
nice
amazing.
tyrants.
So that's 5 more. So there's a total of 10 d4s of healing available. One thing that I don't want you to do with the d4s, if you are unconscious, you can't heal yourself.
okay.
Good to know.
But
You can't
Ficus
heal
should take
yourself
a
if you're
bunch
already
right now.
unconscious.
I think Ficus should take like
Take
4 or
a
5
bunches.
of those right now.
I'll take 3 because
Perfect.
I'm also worried about Uther, and the rest of the party also had their shit.
I am glad
last
somebody is.
3 is the magic
I-
number.
The best healthcare is preventative healthcare. We need to get this out of you before we heal you. Shut up.
I have an idea. You all need to leave.
All right.
Really like
Healing.
it. We're
Plus
just
2
yelling
for
at
that
each other.
check.
Yeah, you've got a +2 for next time, Nif, to hold on to.
Yeah.
Uther, you hear that pain and fear response. It's the feeling of pain and fear, not the words of pain and fear. The staff, it's already this blackened wood, but it's kind of springy to the touch, as both Ficus and Uther could describe. But right around where Uther's hand is, it feels hard and crusty now, as though it's very, very terribly singed.
I am going.
There is also a almost screaming sound from the vineyard outside.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but like it's like all of the twig blights in the vineyard just scream.
Oh yeah.
I think I know what's happening here. I got 2 moves that I'm gonna try. One's real dumb, and the other one is
Yeah.
like
Also real dumb.
75% dumb.
Dump, real dump.
Hold off
On
on
brand.
healing until he sees how this ends.
Uther is going to drop his rage, and his arms are going to be coated with black necrotic energy, and I would like to cast inflict wounds on the staff.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's to hit. Wow, that's terrible. I think I do have
You have a
inspiration
reroll?
though.
Please use
So
it.
It's
Wow,
an
there we go.
inanimate object. I would imagine you have.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna have
advantage
you
on it.
roll against. I wasn't gonna have
And
you
you're
roll
already
against
touching
it
it.
because you're
Okay.
grabbing the stick. I was just gonna let you
I mean-
pour the magic in.
all right, cool. Then we'll just do that then.
I like that.
15 necrotic damage.
The necrotic damage. Necrotic. It does necrotic damage. The brittle skeleton of the brittle bark that hardened under the fire, as you pour necrotic damage into it, it softens again, and it goes from that deep black that it was to kind of a lighter charcoal color all around, and you feel in your mind a fourth new sense, relief,
Oh, fuck
Oh
me.
no!
paired with
you just made
appreciation.
friends with it.
Yeah.
Look at what
And
you
the-
did.
The tendrils,
You know what? Can I try something? Would I
At-
feel that relief?
Okay. Yeah,
What
you
is
can
grief,
feel that
not-
relief,
what-
but it doesn't. It doesn't
It's
heal
relief. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
it's relief.
Relief.
Oh god.
Yeah. I would like to convey, if you like that, then stop invading me, and there will be more.
What are you doing?
As you're kind of pouring these feelings into the staff, you get a response from it. Again, they're not words yet.
Mhm.
They're still just feelings. Confusion is the sense that you get from it.
Do I feel it going even further into me?
No, it seems to kind of settle in, if anything. But
I'm okay with this.
to your request, it seems confused.
Can we go one episode?
He's okay.
Can we get one?
Up his arm. How far was it again?
It's all the way up into his chest.
I just want
Oh,
one
okay.
episode where I could think that Uther is a good person on our team.
The guy dealing necrotic damage is just picking up companions. Right.
I would like to tell the party, I think we're fine.
Fine! It just tried to kill Ficus!
I had it under control.
Leaf looks down at you like you must
No.
be kidding.
I guess it's just
No.
like folded arms glaring in Leaf's arms at Uther. Like her arm like clearly like almost have fallen off. Like blood is still pouring out of it, and she's just like, fuck this guy. Like that's like the look that's giving in her eyes. She's just so mad. Cause he took another cool thing.
We're all mad at each other for vastly different reasons.
I am just going to feed this thing chill touch, giving it more necrotic energy.
Okay. Go ahead.
And keep telling it, leave, retract from me, and I will continue to feed you. If you continue to make your way further into me, I will destroy you. I understand that the energy I provide feeds you, and the energy that Bright provides harms you. Fire or death, your choice.
So the feeling of confusion returns again, and you get one word that it's starting to learn how to form, and the feeling begins right when you say retract. So you're
Mhm.
right at the very beginning. You're like retract, and you as soon as you say retract, that confusion comes back again, and the one word on the edge in the middle of, your internal speech to it is can't.
I see. Then the last thing that I would like to do is I would like to tell it, this is what you will need to learn to live with. And I would like to pull out grief. This is your brother. And I would like to unleash the scream.
Where are you doing this?
I told the party to walk away from me. Did y'all walk away?
He's like standing
No,
at the
we're
top
just
of the
like
stairs.
staring at you. I'm
As
bleeding
you
out
can-
here. It's fine.
Honestly,
Walk
as soon as Ficus said I had it, like Bright just literally just screams at both of you and just leaves. Like she will leave the building if she can, or at least go to another room.
I'm
She's
sorry.
so done with you.
For the twigs outside, right?
He would walk out around right here and then just unleash the scream.
Where'd you walk to? Oh, down there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Out.
As you start to walk down the stairs to get down there, the feelings from the staff begin to come into your mind, and you start to about the time you get to the bottom of the steps, you feel the twig blights outside. You don't know how to describe it exactly. You know that they're out there. It is this awareness of an ocean just outside of this building. And you can, in your mind's eye, feel the waves rippling out there. Every once in a while, getting close to the winery before retreat.
Is there a window out there? Is there a window I can see the twig blights out of?
There is a window at the bottom of the stairs here that's shuttered on the inside.
I'd like to open the shutters and tell the twig blights to approach.
Give me a wisdom check this first time.
We're about to die.
Probably.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, since I did use my reroll on the Ray of Sickness, can I use it for my wisdom check?
Go ahead.
Come on, stop rolling like balls!
Serves you right.
You open the window to look out, and in the falling darkness, as the sun begins to set in Barovia, you can see the shapes crawling all over the vines. And when you compel them to come, there's a tendril of twig blight that begins to coalesce and scatter over each other, slowly coming toward the window, only a couple feet before being pulled back into the ocean mass of twig blight.
Oh, so I need to practice, is what I'm seeing. Okay.
You also get a feeling of something much larger. And all of you on the second story, at least anyone that stayed, next to the body next to Ficus, underneath that door that's closed, a vine wraps around that thing's leg and begins pulling the druid's body through that doorway.
Leaf starts like scrambling away backwards, pulling Ficus with her. With him, I mean.
So puts his weight on the door.
Is Soul upstairs with that?
Downstairs.
Yeah.
No, Soul came upstairs.
We all ran up. We just
You guys
never
got to
moved our
put your tokens where you actually are. 'cause
Oh,
it's a
I
little
thought so.
confusing.
I thought that you were you moved down with them.
No, I didn't follow him back down. I'm still upstairs, and he walked away.
Okay. And Bright stormed off, so I know.
And I would
Bright's
imagine
Bright's gonna
Ficus.
do a stupid thing when Uther's done with his stupid thing.
fine.
Only
Yeah.
got 2 hits, guys.
I would think Ficus and Leaf are sort of in the corner there.
Ficus would tap on Leaf and be like, "Put me down. Put
I
me
mean,
down."
yeah, he would let you get up if you wanted to, for sure.
Yes.
So what trapdoor was that?
There's a door.
This door right
next to
here.
it. Opens
Yeah.
up. The body is pulled through and disappears out through that way.
Could
And after
Ficus have cast burning hands at the thing as she like saw the tendril come through to pull away?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Cast it. Oh, I might have done it twice. I didn't mean
Good
to.
job.
we did
Uh,
promise not to burn this
14-5.
place down.
Okay.
I'm burning.
Promised that we would be good people.
I'm not pointing it directly at the floor. I'm pointing it ahead at the tendril creepiness. Does the tendril look kind of like tree root or plant-like that's pulling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you cast Burning Hands as it pulls the body. As soon as the fire touches it, there is just this howl that is not really from the body itself, but it seems to be in some way. And the rest of the body just is pulled very quickly out through that doorway.
Should we follow it? Guys? She just looks at Soul and Leaf.
Soul is ignoring her and barring the door.
Okay. So you bar that door, ignoring
Solaire,
Ficus.
why are you... We need to clear this place. What good is barring the door gonna do?
She fell unconscious twice. Who knows what condition Uther is in? Do you really think we got any chance of clearing the rest of this place with what we currently have?
Point taken. We should regroup.
Uther's downstairs making a friend.
While
Yeah,
they're
that's
kind
a
of
little
talking,
disturbing.
Ficus is going to reach down and grab the gem off of the ground because it definitely fell out of her mage hand, and she's assuming no one else noticed it. And she is just going to tuck it in her coat and walk away with it.
Don't be worried about this, but as soon as you touch it, you hear in the back of your mind the howl of a wolf.
Stop making things talk to us.
Stop picking up semi-cursed objects.
Exactly.
I would say it was one time, but it was twice this session. Multiple
That's
times
only
throughout
this
this.
session.
We've only been playing an hour and we've been fighting a stick.
I think it was a...
There,
It was a
there is the howl of a
reassuring
wolf
howl.
that you hear in the back of your mind. No one else seems to give any acknowledgement they hear anything. And Bright, you wanted to do something.
Mm-hmm. I'm downstairs and I'm so done that I have gone to this door and I've gone out it.
Okay. So that room, as you enter, you take a look around and it is equipped for glass blowing. There is a sand pit nearby. There's a furnace. A dirty window to the south wall is closed tightly with wooden shutters. Wine bottles seem to be manufactured here, as evidenced by tools lying about. A wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall. A hearth built into the southwest corner. A barrel of sand next to it, and a staircase that descends directly to your left.
I'm gonna make sure that all the doors are shut and such. But then I'm just gonna realize I'm in a workshop and this is perfect for me. I'm going to calm down. I'm just going to just pick up the tools and start working.
Okay. You very easily relight the furnace.
I don't care if I make
Non-issue.
anything useful. I probably won't. It's just I need something to do with my hands.
Yep.
I've taken baby Soul with me, so I might be muttering to him. But the door's closed, so for all intents and purposes, I've vanished.
Okay. So you close the door toward them. There is a door to the exterior here that's closed and barred already.
Good.
And then, yep, you're on your own in there.
We're gonna cool down.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Solaire, there's a bunch of doors and rooms on the other side. I don't know if there's anyone hiding in there. Maybe you and I can check real quick.
I agree.
Ireena says,
and as I walk by, I will use one of my greater cure wounds, one of my level 2 cure wounds on Bright, because she should, no, sorry, not Bright.
Ficus.
Ficus, thank you. Because she said she was bleeding earlier still. So, where is it?
So, Leaf will take that moment that he's doing the healing and go and quickly search those 2 druids.
You go over there and you see that there's only one druid there. The door to the print shop is still open. The other druid just had the acorns and the mint that Ficus found first. But there's only one there now.
This isn't good. One of the bodies is gone.
Wait, do you mean aside from the first one?
Yeah, there were 2 bodies here, like about 2 minutes ago, maybe less. And now there's only one. And and Leaf is looking over his shoulder in the direction of Ficus and Soul.
All right, let's head to that other door. What's the nearest door that it possibly could have disappeared from?
I mean, there's a bunch. There's like a hallway with a whole lot of them.
All right.
Yeah, there's also like a stairwell that goes down. And I don't know where it goes down to.
Leaf is going to start looking on the ground for signs that something either slithered, crawled, or was drug away.
Given that these things were recently killed, you look down, and I should have included this in the description because of that. Yeah, there's streaks of blood leading toward the door of the print shop.
Okay. It looks like it went back this direction.
All right, so he healed Ficus for 11, and he's basically going to say, all right, let's take care of this then. And as he does that, he's going to mutter, it's getting really hard to not burn this place down. Like, what have you done to good old soul? But I do not like this place anymore. I guess I'm heading behind Leaf towards that door.
Would you care to take point and I can cover you?
That's fine. There we go. We're going down?
No, this door up here. And he points.
Okay.
When you get up to the room, you see what appears to be a print shop. There's a printer there, and the shuttered window has been pushed open.
The window leading outside?
Yep.
Oh, nice. And that's clearly where the body was dragged, right?
Yes.
Or it crawled.
Oh. I do not like this place. All right. Quick search. Is there anything out of the ordinary else in this room?
You look around, and nope, just there's the obvious evidence of a body going through that window in some way.
Which window was it?
Very
This
north.
window here, over the top of the printer.
Thank you.
And given the streaks of blood that are on it, it looks like it was drugged through it, for lack of any better description.
All right.
Should we shut that window again?
It'd be easier to just bar this door. Because there's 2 windows in here.
Good point. Although it does open inward.
Does it? Oh.
Yeah, and I don't see it. Well, I did find this key, but well, let me check and let me see if it locks this door.
Yes, it'll lock that door.
Huh, what do you know? So he'll pull the door shut, lock it with the key.
Ficus, as you go over there, you also see there's only one of the 2 bodies. You knew there were 2 bodies there. And you arrive just as Leaf and Soul are locking the door to the printing.
I suppose we should at least give an ear to each of these other doors, if not check inside. I don't know, I hate being surprised.
No, I got you. Better safe than sorry. So let's check the next room anyway. The one here? Is that a window or a door?
Door.
All right. I'll slowly open it, weapon at the ready.
There's 2 pairs of bunk beds occupying this room. Against the west wall are 4 identical footlockers.
I'm not gonna steal from these folks, so just close it. Leaf, you can lock that one.
Check the key.
Yep. Master key, it seems. It works for this door as well.
All
Perfect.
right. Next door.
18. Or 19. Yep. Nope. It looks identical.
Last door.
You open this one. This room contains a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs, a cupboard, floor-to-ceiling pantry, and next to the pantry is an iron stove. It seems to be a kitchen of some kind. I will unlock the door for you.
All right. Don't see any reason to stay here. I guess we lock all these doors. Is there anywhere else we need to check?
There's 2 other doors in that room when you walk in, Leaf. One to the right and one on the other side of the thin spiral staircase that you're standing next to.
Oh,
Shall we check these?
yeah.
I'll leave you 2 in that kitchen for a moment,
Okay.
and Ireena will go down the stairs, stand next to Uther, and say, "Ira, you okay?"
Should move.
Before I move, do you know where Bright went?
No. You should find her. Make sure she's safe.
She'll walk around a little bit. See, this door was locked. She'll check the cloakroom door, make way around, and open the door to the glass-blowing workshop. Right? You in here?
Yes.
Everything okay?
I think I just grab one of the glass bottles and just chuck it into the fire. And just... No! None of us are paying any attention to what is actually good for each other. There's no sort of party unity. There's no sort of anything about a common goal here. Why are we even here? Why are we even doing anything if we can't get along? You're an angel. What are we supposed to do?
Right now I'm me. I guess I'm always me. This is hard for me to understand. I mean, I'm not by myself anymore. And I guess in a lot of ways, all of you aren't by yourselves anymore either.
Well, it feels like it.
Yeah? But I have seen you work really well together. The fight in the woods, you all meshed perfectly.
I think that was
Jeez.
coincidence.
Coincidence is a start.
And a start is all we'll be getting if we keep giving ourselves to magic items that we don't understand.
Glances at the box you put in your pocket.
First of all, she didn't see that. Second of all,
No,
I have not done anything to it. I have not agreed to anything with it. There is a difference.
I mean, technically, nobody heard the conversation that Uther had with the
It's
staff.
true.
That's
But
true.
also, we saw your face, though, and you've done this.
Uther found something different and is now being a creeper is kind of a theme.
Yeah. I'm just going with that theme of like a thing tried to kill a party member and you go, it's fine now. And I just am not chill with that. I don't care that you've not told us you talked to it. You're condoning weapons. I don't like that.
Ireena will look at you. It's hard to become a group. It's not
Cut
easy.
out. What did you say?
Why does it's hard to become a group?
Oh.
I mean, I don't know why people think it's easy. You just run into strangers and after 2 hours you're best of friends saving each other's life. That's not how the world works.
Every D&D party ever. Thank you.
The fact that you made it this far together, how long did you know each other before you came to Barovia?
We met at the party. The night before. I'm not saying we need to be a perfect team always sharing and things, but
if we're going to work together, it needs to be together. You can't just see something that hurt one of your friends and just accept it and take it. You can't. What kind of person takes and supports something that hurt their friend?
Well, I suppose that's one way of looking at it, but I don't think if I could be so bold. I haven't known you for what, a few days shorter than everyone else, but I don't think Uther sees it that way. I mean, Uther took that on himself.
And that's fine, but if you're so different, why would you want to stay?
Well, if I were to guess, and I'm just guessing from what I know of him so far, my guess is that when he sees these bad, evil, powerful things, he finds a way to use them rather than destroy them. He doesn't want to cast out strength, he wants to take on strength.
I don't want to be in a place where strength is a sign of hurting people, your friends.
But I don't think it is hurting a friend now, it's hurting him. At least I imagine it's hurting him. I have to talk to Ficus and see how much it hurt.
How does that make it any better? I don't want to be in a place where you have to hurt yourself to deal damage either.
Don't think that's the place he's at. I think he sees it as a way to an end. But I'm speaking for him when I think maybe you should be speaking for him.
All he's ever done is told us to get out.
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't either.
Need more time alone, or do you want me to throw bottles in the fire with you?
I mean, this is kind of nice. Maybe you should try one.
Takes a freshly made bottle and chucks it into the fire, and it breaks in the back of the furnace. Feels good.
No, it doesn't.
Ficus, what do you
Talking to him feels better, and I will walk out the door.
Okay.
Before she makes her way to me, can I do something real quick?
I will let you play with it just a little bit longer, yes. Go
Well,
ahead.
I just looked and I saw that I had a potion, and I would like to use my potion because I'm going maximum stupid.
I recant everything I said about trying to go back and talk to you. I take that back.
But yeah, we can do Ficus first. So I'm sorry.
Ficus first, and then I get to walk in on maximum stupid.
Oh no! Maximum stupid happens way before you get there.
Okay, good.
No. It has to happen as it's going on because that's the payoff.
Because comedy.
Yeah, that's the payoff.
All right. Yep. Go ahead. See.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, do the
yeah,
maximum stupid. I want that.
Do the maximum stupid, and if it works
All
well
right.
for Bright to be walking up as you're doing maximum stupid, then we can time it that way.
I noticed that I had 3 potions of healing, so I'm going to
Okay.
drink one of those.
Okay.
And heal up 13.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna need that.
You also have some of the chat heals. I only took 3 of 10.
Yep.
I'll
so there
take-
are.
I'll take 2d4 of those as well.
Okay. That leaves
hell
5.
yeah.
Oh,
Beauty.
oh yeah. Thank you, chat. You have enabled. I'm almost back to tops. I would like to. I'm introducing this tendril, which is what I'm naming the staff, to its brother Grief. So let's have them say hi to each other, and I'm gonna let Grief let out a yell to see if it can't hang. Maybe it wants to leave. Who knows?
So go ahead and
I just said the exact same thing about you.
unleash the scream from Grief,
Okay.
and Bright,
I'll make
you'll be
my-
walking up, and you will hear that scream emanate from Uther
Yeah.
just as you walk up.
I actually don't suck at wisdom, but I can't roll for shit today, so I'm taking the
Nice.
full damage.
Yep.
So I forgot how much damage that was. You rolled it usually, so I think it's like 3d10 or some crazy shit.
I think it is 3d10, but I'm gonna
Yep.
check real quick. I have it right here. Is yes, 3d10.
You want to roll that? Or you want me to?
Go ahead, you can roll it.
All right. So me and the stick take 14 psychic damage.
Yep.
Ugh.
The you feel the stick speak to you again, and it's starting to put words together. You feel grief and fear, or you fear and pain again, and then you feel another question. Why is a word that forms.
Even the staff is questioning you now.
Finally, I'm on the same page.
And he looks at the staff and he goes, because that's all there is. That's all there ever is. And if you want to travel with me, that's all you will have forever.
You don't get a word out of this, but it's trying to form the sentiment. And it's almost like
Good. Now, let's see how useful you can be. And I'm going to walk outside towards the giant mass of thorns.
We'll have Bright walking up to you as you start to head toward the door.
No, I see him open the door and I just nope back. I tried to reach out and he's just going and doing it dumb. I'm out.
So the double doors here, Ficus picked the lock on those, and then they rechained them with that lock.
So this isn't an exit right here?
Oh, that's a different door. So that's a door with a simple wooden bar across it.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna move the bar, open it up, and walk out.
All right.
Where are you going?
I think that will work as a place for a short break.
Yeah.
So we are going to take
Oh god.
hopefully no more than 5 minutes. And we will be right back to see what happens when Uther walks out into the growing darkness outside of the winery.
I'm gonna
So
go get
join
some
us
popcorn
shortly.
for this.
Don't go far, and we'll be right back.
Oh my goodness.
We are back with Uther walking out the side door. Bright walking forward, then pausing and turning around, I think. And the Soul and Leaf upstairs. So let's just establish real quick where everyone is, just in case. So Soul and Leaf are up in a kitchen eating area on the second floor.
Ficus, are you coming with us?
When Leaf turns around, he'll notice that Ficus isn't there because Ficus was going down over to these stairs that they have still never explored.
Sure.
And
So-
just kind of like she's moving as like silently as she can because she's very scared of like a tendril just coming up and messing with her. So she's like, I don't know where I'm going, and she's
If
just
he
kind of
doesn't-
walking down the stairs.
If he doesn't hear a response, and obviously he doesn't see her, he's gonna start running back towards that direction.
We'll pause where you're at for now.
Yep.
Because this is what Ficus was going to do while you were locking the doors and doing that. Ficus, the spiral staircase goes down, back to the first floor. There is the spiral staircase continues down further, and then there's a door that goes back to the vat that, if you try it, it's barred from the other side.
Okay. Ficus will just go back upstairs because she'll kind of feel like she knows where that is.
Okay. So
Am I
I'll
able
put
to drop
that-
myself? Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
by the time they had made their way to the kitchen, she would have been right behind them. So never mind. She was there that whole time
Okay.
because
That
now
was
she's
that.
very excited about kitchen.
Bright, where do you want to be standing as Uther does what he's about to do?
I've gnomed my way back.
Okay.
I'm in my glass blowing office now.
Okay.
I live here, setting up residence, not leaving.
Uther, you open the side door, and in front of you is an outhouse, a well, and the fence around with all the vines, and you can, especially this close, you can feel the waves of twig blights that are washing over this vineyard. At this point, you can almost hear them. It sounds more like a crowd talking to each other, so you can't make out individual voices or what any of them are saying or even trying to say, but you're starting to get a sense of communication from twig blights. And then most importantly, toward the front in the center of the vineyard, what feels like a large rock that these twigs are splashing against can be felt. Probably the
All right.
best way you can describe it, and I'm just going to run with this metaphor.
All right, I am going to take my hempen rope as I walk out the door, and I am going to tie the door closed behind me,
Okay.
so that I can lock it on the way out, so I don't let these things burst in. All right, here we are. And then I'm going to walk towards the mass of blights.
As you start to walk toward them, if it's like walking toward the waves of an ocean, you get to the fence next to the vineyard, and the twig blights move forward like they did when you first came, right before they attacked you. But instead of launching their thorns, they kind of pause and look incredibly confused. The ones that are closest you can hear, for lack of a better word, just a little bit better. You can hear their confusion, their unfamiliarity with you. Go ahead.
Can you tell them I mean them no harm?
The staff gives you that feeling of confusion, and the sentences are starting to come together, and it says, "But you did."
No longer. And then I will chilling touch the staff, giving it more necrotic energy.
No need to roll it because it's already topped off. But you feel a wave of pleasure from the staff, and you hear, "Thank you." And one of the twig blights will walk forward and stand nearby. And again, just like with the staff, it's not a word, but you get a feeling. It's a question. Friend?
Yes.
And it skitters back into the group.
I will walk towards the mass of the blights.
You climb over the fence and start walking among the vineyard, and there are hundreds of twig blights around you. You can hear them and see them skittering over the vines, the clack of their twigs as they're knocking into each other and into the trellises that are holding the vines up. It feels like walking into the ocean up to your knees. Every once in a while, one will skitter by and crawl up your leg or over your foot.
No reaction. He's just going to continue to walk. He felt something big, and that's what he's looking for.
So the big was going to be toward the front a little bit more. I was picturing you walking more straight out to the
Okay.
Or to the west.
After that initial contact with them, then that's when he would turn about and start to head towards whatever that big thing that he was feeling was.
You turn the corner of this veranda where you had run through, and silhouetted in the darkness is a massive tree that was not there before, standing 20 feet tall. And you get a sense from the staff again, and it's hard to put the image into words, but the closest thing you can feel is father.
Would you like to be returned to your father? I understand. And he's going to head in that direction.
I'll go to the rest of the group. What is everyone else doing at the moment?
Well, like I had said, I would have called out to Ficus, and if she didn't respond, then I would be charging after her.
She did. She's right behind you again.
Yep. You turn around and she's right there.
All right.
Oh, a kitchen!
There you
Ficus
Yeah, there's a
will
pantry
look around
back
for
there.
food and stuff like that.
Knock yourself out, Ficus.
Yep.
Soul's gonna check this door on the eastern side.
Okay. You open it up. I guess I can open it up. Probably a stop. Break down the interior door.
We're on the second floor, right?
Correct.
Leaf is gonna poke out that window where Ficus is standing, if she's not
Okay.
in the way.
You're fine.
No, she's in the pantry, but the whole screen went dark when I went in there, so I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah, so he just
She
wants
went
to like
into the pantry.
stick his head out and just sort
Dirt
of
is really
get an eye on things.
kind of minutia. There we go. See in the pantry now. So
you
Soul,
kind of got quiet there. Sorry.
I looked away. Soul, what you see is this is the master bedroom. There's a big 4-poster bed. There's a fabulous rug on the floor. The headboard is carved like a giant pair of ravens facing one another. Beautiful dark black wood used for all of it. The corners of the south wall have 2 slender wardrobes. There's a tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. There is a rocking cradle there, a window covered in shutters, a plain desk and chair, and other odds and ends that appear to be the master bedroom.
Right. Clearly disappointed. He's gonna head back out. He's gonna say to Leaf. It looks like this was a bust. I haven't found anything yet. You can lock that door as well.
Well, that's
Oh.
good.
We're looking for things? Sorry. I have this still going, and if I get to pull out this seeing stone and just like kind of do like a once over, like looking for anything magical.
We still need to find the gem, but I was more concerned about anything else that needed to be cleared out. Any of these blights or druids.
Well, we haven't found it downstairs, but that's their bedroom. If you're comfortable going through an old man's underwear drawer, you're more than welcome to try.
Sure, I do need a clothes. These ones are kind of ruined.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. No, you do not detect any magic. Leaf, when you look out the window, you see a rather large tree down that was not there when you entered this place. Now, you were running and a bit panicked as you ran toward the vineyard, but you're quite positive there was no tree there. And you can see in the waning light the figure of Uther walking toward it. From your perspective, you also see bobbing just behind the fences, about 15 feet to either side of the tree, what look like the corpses, or at least the bodies of 2 figures that are kind of unnaturally bobbing just behind the fence.
Interesting. Where is he go? Ficus, Solaire, Uther's outside.
Is he dead?
Doesn't appear to be. Let me see where he's trying to go.
Bright, what are you up to in your room?
Glass blowing, my dude. It's
Okay.
fine.
Give-
Everything's fine.
What's your passive perception?
12.
Well,
But I also have a dog. And
Yep.
he's got my back if anything sneaks up on me.
so I will say then that you can hear noises coming from the cellar below.
Is it closed nicely?
It's an open stairwell that leads down.
Oh. Shoot. What type of noises?
You can roll a perception.
Okay. I don't know where my dice went. Here it is.
I now realize I misunderstood what you said and that I could have continued going down those stairs. I am glad I did not. I would have chosen not to, but just so you know where my brain went.
That's a 15.
15. So it sounds like someone breaking wine bottles down there. You didn't notice it at first because you had thrown the bottle into
I
the
also
furnace,
was
and so had
breaking wine
Ireena.
bottles, so.
But it sounds like it's just periodically like somebody's absent-mindedly tossing wine bottles.
Split the party more. Multiple
I'm already
levels.
split. Yeah, I'm
We're
already
already
split,
there.
my dude.
Yep.
I'm already gone.
Ireena will walk down and join you in that room, right?
That's sad. Why? Why would you send an NPC with me to keep me safe? Am I in danger?
I don't know what he's doing. He just walked outside.
Well,
Uther, as you walk, what comes into view in the darkness is a large tree. And as you near it, you feel of your new staff friend excitement, joy. Even more so when you were pouring necrotic energy into it. It is exuding just this sense of being home, of being where it should be, of comfort. And the tree kind of shifts.
I kind of tug a little bit at the staff to see if it's giving at all, or is it still keeping itself wrapped in my body?
It's still keeping itself wrapped in your body.
Uther will then think, if you want to be returned, you have to let me go.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 16.
Beneath your feet, there is a small, thin tendril of root that starts to extend out of the ground toward the staff you're holding on to.
I put it down.
As soon as you do, your eyes roll back in your head, and you feel a very clear, very articulate set of voices fill you. It sounds like the staff, but it's like the staff grew up very much, very quickly.
It looks like he's planting the staff.
We root in the corpses of his fallen enemies. We drink of the blood of his slain foes. He is the land. We are his garden. You shall become a part, or you shall be cast aside on us. Join me, or me.
It's a shame that it's come to this then. I put grief in the ground right next to Tendril.
Okay.
And we're gonna scream.
Okay. This one does have wisdom save. Not much of one. 2, it fails.
I don't.
All right, go ahead and roll that 3d6.
3d10.
Sorry, 3d10.
Wow, lame. Oh, I mean weak. I apologize. That's 10 damage, and then I would like to rage because I'm about to pull myself free.
As soon as you release grief, everyone in the winery and probably for miles around hears a roar.
Oh, what did he do now?
I guess he'll just run to the window in the bedroom to look outside.
Yeah, we're all like pushing our head out the window.
I don't even have to. I don't, because I don't want to see it. No.
All right, so you are on the second floor. Bright, Ireena, and the dog are in the back. Each of these squares is 10 by 10, but the grid underneath is correct, so you should be able to move normally. And I need everyone to roll initiative, and then I will tell you what is.
Let's go.
We are going to get wrecked.
Somebody gonna die.
I mean, we were told that we were going to get killed tonight. Oops, I didn't click on myself.
Which made the splitting the party an interesting decision on the party's part. Who am I to judge?
Where are we on this map? Oh.
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the map for the viewers.
Oh.
No, you're good. You're good, buddy. I just have to find myself again.
We're in the house.
I think we all need to find ourselves, you know?
I mean,
Oh, so deep,
dang.
so meta.
Solid 9. Ooh. They get an initiative beat.
Nah, you're a paladin. Go last. Just in case someone needs help.
so
Oh,
all right. Sorry about
explains
that,
so much.
viewers. So we're rolling initiative. Oh gosh, here we go.
Make sure to click your token.
Always do. I use the
Oh,
Token
Ficus,
actions.
Bright, Author, Leaf, and just me. I'm the last.
11 for Leaf.
Are you gonna roll for Ireena? We seem to
yeah.
forget her often.
I just
Yeah,
got the
I
nat
am.
20.
In the process of, for probably the first time, I was remembering.
Hey, I reminded you. That's not remembering.
Well, I was in the process when you said it. I also put the wrong Ireena. Okay, grab the right Ireena. Correct. Oh. All right, so she rolls terrible.
Oh
That's
dear.
Fine. Ascending order. We start with Ficus on the second story.
Ficus is going to call upon the deity that is currently residing in her belly. And she is going to cast Misty Step. Boop.
Okay.
And she is going to pop right outside the window. So I'm gonna say like right here-ish.
Sure.
And I believe Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yep.
It is.
Yep, it is. Okay. That tree is right there. That's cool.
Wow. That's a neat trick.
Oh yeah, I don't think she's used it too much with like the whole group around.
I don't think Leaf hasn't seen you do that for sure.
She's going to cast mage armor on herself.
Okay, sounds
And
good.
she is just going to essentially use this turn to brace herself.
All right. You still have your movement?
I do. Actually, I lied. She's not going to cast mage armor. She is going to...
Because I was just about to be like, because you cast Misty Step already, right?
Yep, she can't.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't
She's
do-
going to get
Sorry.
kind of close to Uther, but not super close because she's scared of things. And she's going to cast Mold Earth to reach up and like grab the staff even more to kind of like assist Uther, and Uther eventually pulling away. So rather than it just being like wrapped in this tendril, like molding earth, so it can like starting to pull the staff down, so Uther has a better chance of like pulling away if he wants to.
Okay, sounds good.
But also she wants the staff off of Uther, so it's not really like a consent thing. It's more like she wants the staff out of his hand because she's pretty sure she knows what's going on based on plants and ants and stuff.
Sounds good. Uther, your turn.
And this thing is still all the way in him.
Yes, it is.
Remembering how much it took to get this out of Fig, he's just gonna... Oh, hell. And just... He's just gonna walk up to the tree. With grief, and we're gonna swing.
Okay. A 28 will hit. A 24 will hit.
So let's see. That's going to be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 damage. And then for my bonus action, we're gonna let loose a scream. Let me make my wisdom save.
How'd you get from 21, right?
12 plus 9. Plus the 2 plates of damage from rage.
Oh, I thought you weren't raging yet. You were.
Yeah, no, I raged the last turn.
Yep, no problem. Double check. So that is that.
So we're going to roll my wisdom. 20, and it's going to be 3d10. So an additional 15.
Okay, so that is a 10-foot radius, so that is going to catch Ficus as well.
He keeps telling everybody to stand back, so...
Yeah, that's why she like kind of stood back but didn't stand back enough. She's got to learn the hard way. It's
Hey,
alright.
wisdom save for
That,
Ficus.
Did you take the
Wisdom
11 points I
save.
healed you earlier?
What was that?
Did Ficus take that 11 points I healed her earlier?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
What's with the double nat 20s? Huh?
I know. I'm not going to complain about double nat 20s on a
Ay, ay,
mini
ay.
boss. That seems fine.
I saved on the wisdom save.
So
Don't know
did the
what that
tree.
means.
You take half damage.
Half damage. Half of 15. So is that 14 or not 14? 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's 7.
And you can just like see Uther grit when he does it, so you can tell it's hurting him too, but he at this point just does not care.
Anything else, Uther?
My ancestors are going to stand in front of Fig in a protective stance.
Sounds good. The to your left and to your right, just about 15 feet away from the base of this tree, the figures of those dead druids lift into the air, about 10 feet into the air, wrapped completely in roots. And their arms are sticking straight out, scarecrow-like, suspended by the roots. You can see their heads are encased and are being moved by the tips of the roots. They both will look in your direction, and in stereo you can hear, "He is the land. We are his god, and you shall be pruned and cast away. The one on the left is going to, its eyes are going to begin to glow, and it is going to cast Moonbeam right on top of Uther and Uther. I will give a dot for Moonbeam. Go, and I'll move that over. So Uther, as you're standing there, this beam of light begins to emanate from the sky above you, but it is a cold and bitter and hateful.
Okay. Do I make a save?
You take 40-foot high cylinder of light. You must make a Constitution saving throw.
Dope. You would never believe that I'm actually good at Constitution saves.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you roll a 5.
A 12 will not do it. You take the full 15 radiant damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
The other one's eyes begin to glow, and its hands, you see the roots around its hands begin to bud, and fresh green leaves come out from its hands. It too will cast a spell on the tree that's holding it. And the damage that you've done to the tree begins to close. It's Leaf's turn.
Oh, great, Solaire. You better get out there. He's gonna need your help. Solaire is, or Leaf is, after saying that to Solaire, is going to draw his longbow, and I guess he's looking out, so I'm assuming I can see these two druid things.
They are hovering about 10 feet in the air on top
Formerly
of pillars.
known as druids. So
One has glowing eyes,
Yeah.
if that helps at all, because it's nighttime.
yeah. So I'm not gonna mess this up this time, y'all. I am going to do a sharpshooter shot.
Okay.
I am going to use a bonus action to mark the one that cast the spell as my Slayer's prey.
So one cast Moonbeam and one cast a healing spell. Which
Yeah, the
do you
one
want
that
to-
seemed to cast the moonbeam.
Okay, that's the one over here.
If I can discern which one that was. And here is my first attack. Rah! That's a 14 to hit.
A 14 will hit.
Spectacular. All right, this is correct. Are they undead?
Yes.
Spectacular. So that's 29 points of damage from the first attack.
This arrow soars through the air, cuts through this. The roots kind of recoil, but then come back into position. Has one of your light razor arrows sticking out.
Okay,
Do they
he draws
take
back.
concentration on Moonbeam?
We will. There's no way it's going to pass.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Another natural 20. Ay. All right, let's try this again. So once again,
Did
he
you say
draws.
that was neat?
I mean, it happens. It's all
No
good.
comment.
Boo.
So once again, Leaf will draw back this, blue-white light arrow just sears out at the target. That's gonna hit. That's a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Not quite as much damage. Only 27 this time.
It is in terrible shape, but it is not destroyed.
Curses! These things are resilient.
About that second
But
concentration
it does
check,
need
though.
another.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming.
If you roll another 20, so it'll be God.
I'm gonna flip the table.
Only
There
an
we
11.
go.
The
Okay.
moonbeam flickers out.
You're welcome. And that's it for leave. And that was
Oh.
definitely directed down at Uther.
Uther's
So-
not listening to anything.
Oh, I know,
right
but
now.
Soul, you're up.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, Leaf will sort of shift out of the way so Solaire can, if he wants to, hop out of the window. Or at
Yeah.
least see what's going on.
Am I still on the second floor?
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Jump.
You're mighty.
You're at the bottom, right?
Do it.
There's stairs underneath there. It would be an unpleasant landing.
So either I break my ankle or break Ficus.
Superhero
Yo,
landing.
gonna land
No,
Your
on
ankle
Ficus.
is made out of
I
metal.
moved forward, and you're I think Iron Man. Jump out the goddamn window.
Let's do a
Sorry.
let's do a jump to land here. What's that? Athletics?
Usually it's acrobatics, but I'll let you athletics it because it makes more sense to my mind.
Whoa.
You superhero
25.
landing it.
Yeah.
boss.
So
Iron Man
fucking
landing.
Continue
Somebody
your
put a
continue your
car
movement as
in.
normal. I'm not even going to charge you for that. Jump 10 feet out a window.
Land down. I just look at Uther and go, I'm a paladin, not a gardener. What did you do? And I see how beat up he is, so I'm gonna cast heroism on him.
Okay.
And it says my spellcasting
Ability,
modifier. What's
which
that?
is
One?
your charisma modifier.
Oh,
Charisma modifier.
So that would be charisma modifier all the way down here. 4.
That's 4 extra hit points that you get at the beginning of every turn.
And it's up to 1 minute, so I'm assuming it's the rest of the battle.
If I could, I would like to tell him, fight away from me.
Like, do we look like we have the room for that?
Yeah, you're
You have tons of room. We're out in a
Do I
field.
still have move left?
You're
So
outside.
Soul, as you start to get close to the vines, you're not too close yet, but you can see whole groups of twig blights are like climbing up on top of the vines watching, and some of them seem to be readying their thorns.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Do I still have move left? Do the jump count the rest of my 30?
Nope, you're fine. You have more move left. You've only moved 15 feet.
So I'll tell him just walk up to this one and say, this is more my alley.
It's not far enough.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ooh.
in the distance, you hear the roar, and you can hear the sounds of battle at the front of the vineyard.
Do the sounds from the cellar get any louder?
All the glass bottles stopped breaking when the roar happened.
Okay. I'm not going to help.
Ireena will look at you and look down in the cellar. We stay or go?
I'll walk down to the cellar. Let's address that after this so that you don't have to swap maps.
Um,
And I'm not like sprinting down.
Oh, I
we
feel
can
like
do
I'm a.
this.
But
I feel like
no,
I've been a
no, I don't want to.
fearful influence.
Finish this combat and then we will address it.
Oh, this would be funny though. It'll be
I don't want to deal with flipping maps. That's gonna hurt my brain.
all right. We won't
It's
flip.
too
maps.
bad. No, you made your decision. No, let's do it.
Do the cinema.
Do
Let
the
us go
cinema.
someplace
You want to go down the cellar?
I will go down the cellar after you're done.
Play cellar
doing your
games,
donut.
win cellar prizes. This is what you get.
Niffer, are you okay with maps flipping back and forth? Because I'm fine running both at the same time. If not, we can leave it on this and do that in a minute.
I'm gonna do it in a minute, please.
Yep, no problem. So we will hold off on that as Bright and Baby Soul and Ireena start to descend down into the cellar. So I'm going to take you out of initiative here.
Yes, please.
all right.
I want no part of them. This is not my circus, not my monkeys.
I will take Ireena out too. All right, and the massive tree that's there that roared out is its branches are going to flail, roots are going to burst up from the ground, and just this "you will feed them" echoes throughout the entire vineyard. A flock of crows flies over the top and ravens flies from the birch from the trees in the distance and starts flying your way. And a root comes up out of the ground to try and grab a hold of Uther. An 18 to hit.
That'll do.
It wraps up your leg and grapples you, securing you in place.
Okay.
And then a second root comes up out of the ground underneath Soul. 28, you also are grabbed by this root and grappled. Grappled by it, stuck right in your spot. Nothing else there. And then branches are going to start flying toward you. So branch at Uther, a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And a second branch, this one goes Soul, a 28 to hit, or 12 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Oh dear.
And it goes around to Ficus's turn as these branches just crash against your bodies.
Uh-oh. Well, how stupid do we want to be?
Hey, let's party. Anything's fine.
The answer is yes.
All right. So
I'm
Uther's
sorry.
like,
It gets a bonus action because it has somebody grappled, and it's going to try and bite Uther as well. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So the roots raise you up to its trunk, which opens up in this gnashing maw that does 20 piercing
question,
damage.
real quick. Can they, if he's attached to a staff that's attached to the ground, without, like, this is either going to cause A, more damage and be terrible, or
I know.
B, like, it can't pull him into the mouth, so, like, that 20 damage doesn't happen. I'm spitballing things here because he's currently attached to a staff that he can't be released from.
So we'll set it up this
That
way.
is
The
attached to
roots
the
that are
ground.
grappling his legs are also in the staff itself. And as he's lifted, the staff actually comes out of his body enough to give him enough distance to reach the trunk before it takes a chunk out of him and the roots pull him back down and the staff digs back in.
Dope.
All right, Ficus, go ahead.
Oh, no. This is terrible. Okay. So, since Mold Earth did nothing to hold that staff in place, Ficus is going to be dumb. She's going to run up and get as close as she can without touching and, like, kind of, like, pivot herself around so that way, her burning hands does not go back towards Uther. It does not go onto his hands, but she is going to just go, like, up and down this staff with burning hands, trying to get it to release Uther and also to catch fire to whatever is around them.
All right, go ahead and cast Burning Hands.
Pure destruction. It's all she wants right now.
Oh no.
The tree, obviously, which is by extension this staff, cannot get out of the way. Fire wraps over the staff. It does not hit Uther this time just because of all that is going on. The flames breathe out and catch fire to the tree itself. You can hear ravens howling above you as the fire starts to catch.
Okay.
You deal more damage than you thought.
Excellent.
for this.
Ficus is going to then scoot away from Uther because she knows what could happen here, and she's just going to stand right over here behind this bush. And she is going to, bonus action, hide in this bush.
Nice.
As you cross this space directly in front of you, one of the branches is going to slap at you. As you retreat.
Ouch. That's rude.
Unless you're going to bonus
Reach.
action disengage.
Nope, she's trying to hide.
Okay.
That's more
So-
important to her.
That is a 24 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 19 damage
Oh dear.
as a branch laps you into the bush.
Yep, I get slapped into the bush where I then just lay there.
Now,
Unconscious.
do you have any reactions that could help you? as
I
a
do!
rogue?
I have uncanny dodge. Fuck that branch. Fuck that branch.
Dude, please, I have a request.
Did she take
Use
a whole
all the
level?
D4s. Whatever is left, use
Yeah, I'm
them
just gonna
now.
dump
Hang on,
one
I'm
of-
gonna need some of them.
I was
I'll
about to
use-
be like,
Fair.
how
All
about we
right,
don't
all right.
use all of them?
Okay.
Actually, I'll use one
gonna
more.
need
I'll
some.
use one. We'll see what one does and hope for the
Oh, dear.
best.
Okay.
Ficus, didn't you take a
4 in the D4s then.
Okay. All right. I am looking at about 25% of my normal well-being, everybody. It's good. It's good. And I'm hidden in this bush, I hope. Can I roll for stealth?
You can roll for stealth, yes. 17.
I try to hide from these twigs.
And
You feel that against things that can see, you would be very well hidden.
Excellent. Shit. Okay, fine.
Uther, go ahead.
All right, so first things first, I would like to make my escape check with athletics.
Go ahead.
And because I'm raging, I do get to roll this at advantage.
You are good.
So I break out.
Yep.
I'd like to use my bonus action for a potion.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's go ahead and drink up one of these bad boys, leaving me with one left after this.
Right, you'll have an advantage when you need it.
Yeah. Thank you, Hyacinthus.
Also, I forgot to add the healing from Soul. Thank you. And then I'd like to take my attack action.
All right, go ahead.
And as he swings, he's just yelling, "Finish it!" And he is going to attack recklessly.
All right. An 18 will hit.
And the second attack.
23 will also hit. And does that have all your rage in it?
It does not. So it's just adding 4 to the total. So that's going to be 25 total.
Did you add your sneak attack?
I'm not a rogue.
Oh, I was. My brain.
The wrong
Sorry.
campaign.
That's me.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes.
That's last
Forgive
night.
me.
Different barbarian.
Yep. Exactly.
So that's 25 damage total.
Sounds good. Sap starts to leak out of this tree. Quite profusely. Anything
And
else?
I will move 5, 10, 15. That way I can go absolutely apeshit without hurting my friends. So
Okay.
that'll be my turn.
The two tree puppets on either side begin to sway and rise another. Or no, they don't rise because that one doesn't hit. The one next to Soul is going to begin casting another spell.
Thanks for the raid, Action Surge.
Hey, Action Surge, welcome. And it is going to cast Wind Wall, a 50-foot wall of no arrows. Twenty, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. It will put right there. Soul, I need you to make a strength saving throw. A
15.
15 is
Looks like it's. enough?
a little bit above. Oh, it's supposed to be a 14 out of 30. Yes, you do pass. So you only take half damage as this wind bursts up from the ground. Wrong dice. Ignore that. You take 7. Wind bursts straight up from the ground, and you can feel yourself almost be lifted off the ground as the wind is buffeting so hard. Rocks are even being pulled up and bashing against you as this wind creates a huge wall between the winery and the trees. The other puppet is going to turn and face Uther, and a tendril of root is going to creep out of the ground and touch Uther right on his temple as it casts another spell. And that's just flavor, so don't worry about any of that. Actually, well, okay, so it's a little different. A flower, here we go. A flower right over next to you is going to bloom out of the ground and burst. And there's going to be pollen that fills the air. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against confusion.
Oh no!
A 12 fails.
Wait, he has heroism.
Heroism doesn't stop confusion, it stops fear.
Ah, sorry, I tried to help.
It's all good.
So you have confusion. If you wouldn't mind pulling up confusion, I can shoot you a link if you need it.
Oh, I see it right here.
Okay. So it's yep. So you have that for next time that it matters. And then the druids are finished, and Leaf, it is your turn.
Yeah, Leaf is just gonna lean out the window and see the chaos that's happening. Since Solaire engaged the target that he originally was attacking, he's going to switch to the other animated druid and bonus action to shift his Slayer's Prey and target that creature. And then same thing as last time, 2 attacks. Both of them are going to be sharpshooter. So he raises.
Just make your first attack, and then we'll talk
okay,
about it.
sure. He raises Corpse Slayer, pulls back the string. An electric blue-white light appears as a razor arrow fires out. That's a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
As the arrow flies through the air, it hits this wall of wind, and the wind catches it, and your arrow disappears up into the sky.
Well, that stinks. How tall is this wall and how tall is the tree? It's 15 feet high.
The wind wall is 40 feet high.
40 feet? It says 15 feet.
Oh, 15 feet high and 1 foot thick. Yep, there you go. Yeah, only 15 feet high. I was thinking of moonbeam. Moonbeam's like 40 feet.
Does the tree stand up above? Probably not.
It does by a little bit. I'd give it 3/4 cover.
All right. Well, Bright! He starts yelling. He's gonna take another shot. I am gonna not make this one a sharpshooter, seeing that it's like not the best angle. So
you all made the choice to get in combat away from Bright again. She's not coming to listen.
So
Bright-
well, that's fine. That's a 16 to hit.
16 misses.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Just catches the top of the wind wall and arrow disappears.
Yeah, I forgot to adjust for the 3/4 cover. All right, so that curses. Well, that's all I got. That was action, bonus action. I am. Shoot. Actually, I think at this point, Leaf is going to say, well, this stinks, and then he's going to follow out the window. So I will lower myself down the side and let's see. Actually, let me just double check something. No. I don't. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna jump out the window.
Okay, you have the climbing speed if you just want to climb down the wall.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I was looking for. I couldn't recall. So yeah, tabaxi, climb speed, yes. So I will. So I dig my claws into the side, sling my bow over my back, and down right next to Ficus.
Sounds good. Soul, you're standing in this wind that's just buffeting you like crazy. It's not going to do any more damage to you, but you can hear it blowing through the air.
I'm just going to take one step out and deliver an attack right into the face of our scarecrow here. Crap. Oh, your head's in the way. There we go. And boop.
7 will miss.
I got another swing. The wind messed up my
Of course, yes. Blame the wind.
There we go.
17 does hit.
All right. I'll do 6. And wait, actually, I have one more charge, so I want to use a divine smite.
All right.
Oh, I got a button for that, don't I?
There's a button for that.
Been
The
so long-
light fills your hammer as it comes down.
Oh, I gotta add it to it. Okay, let's do this real quick.
Yeah.
There we go. 20 radiant.
Oh, you've got a 3rd level slot left?
No. That was a little bit of first level. Oh, you know what? It's D38 radiant. Why does it say that in my?
Oh yeah, because it's undead.
Yep.
So yeah, there we go. All right, so your hammer bursts with light and glory as it hits this undead scarecrow, and the hammer, the fire just cuts straight through. The light in the eyes of the druid go out, its head goes limp, and the roots retreat back into the ground. The body lands in a pile, barely holding itself together.
All right.
And the wind blow goes away.
Oh, sorry. Did I need to roll to get away from that? And
No, it's just you're grappled. So, oh yeah, to move, yeah, you need to
Yeah.
roll a 15.
All
I
right.
forgot because I was excited about attacking you here after getting to the thing.
All right. Strength,
Athletics.
athletics.
15 is exactly enough to escape.
Ooh.
So you escape out of that. You climb over the fence. The twig blights around you start to sound really excited. You kill the tree puppet druid, and then I need you to make a reflex saving throw as waves of needles come flying towards you.
Mm-hmm.
It starts easy.
You know, reflexes that's my I apologize. I've never rolled this before all game, so I have no idea where my reflex save is.
There's no reflex. It's just dexterity, I think.
Dexterity.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
dex.
Wow. I went back to 3.5.
7.
You fail. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Wow. A reflex
I have
save.
inspiration.
That's awful. Okay. Use your inspiration.
Yeah. Okay. Dexterity. 16.
There we go.
All right. 16's enough. You take half damage. You take 2 damage as these needles come flying towards you.
Oh, what a nice spin.
Reflex save.
And as I block those off, I shout to Uther, "This is why you mortals should eat your vegetables." And then I'm done.
Okay. The tree blight is nonplussed by its tree puppet having been wiped away, and so its roots are going to come up out of the ground and try and grab Soul. An 18.
Nope.
A second wave of roots will try and grab you. A critical grab.
Fair
So
enough.
you're able to knock aside one group of roots, and the others snake up behind you, wrap around you, and the roots lift you and bring you toward this thing's mouth as it takes a bite out of you. 27 to hit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
19 damage. And as it's pulling you closer, its branches start wailing on you. An 18 will miss and a 20 will hit. So 21 bludgeoning damage on top of that.
21 bludgeoning?
Yep, so you take a total of 40 damage.
Alright.
And then the roots lower you back to the ground. Ficus.
I had a plan, and now that has all gone away. Okay.
Welcome to every part of tonight.
Every part of tonight.
I'm sorry, did you plan for
I planned on walking up on this tree and kicking its ass, but now that I see our paladin looking like essentially just like chopped metal, I don't even know if that's a real thing, but like just looking real bad. Ficus is going to Ficus doesn't know where Bright is. Point your finger toward a creature within range. So I know generally where she is in the building, but I don't know if she'll be able to hear it. She's just going to send a message that says, "Oh, your best friend Soul is kind of strung up by a tree right now and might die. Please help." Okay. And then she is going to...
Yeah, that's your whole action.
That's my whole action. So she is going to...
not attack the tree.
Not attack the tree. She can't. But she is going to stand in front of the tree. And then she is going to flip it off as she dashes away from the tree and just like scream at it a little bit as she's running away, trying to pull some form of distraction toward herself. She doesn't know if a tree can hear her. She doesn't know what this tree does, but she knows that it's like just whomping her friends. So she is doing her best to use her move and her bonus action to dash and just screaming expletives at this tree, calling it stupid, and running away from it at the same time because she is scared.
Okay.
So I'm going to map out how much she can actually move. So
While Ficus is running and screaming, and for clarity, a message could not get through that much stone to get over to where Bright is. So the message does not travel.
That's fun. That makes me feel really valuable this turn.
You have a D10 to roll.
It's due. And I rolled 1, so I am going to use my full movement to run in a random direction.
Yep.
Roll a D8.
Yep.
A D8 with you going straight north.
Let's see.
Hell yeah.
5.
5.
So that's
Run
straight
towards the
northeast.
house.
And that's my full movement speed.
The tree will slap you as you go running out of it.
Mm-hmm.
A critical hit at 29. So that is 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Okay. So that's 14 points of damage.
Natural 20s for the GM tonight.
I know, it's beautiful.
Beautiful is not the word I need.
And I get to roll another wisdom save.
Correct. You break the confusion.
Yeah, that whapping on the back of the head, that pissed me off good and solid. And it's actually a good thing he hit me, because if he didn't, I would have lost my rage. So
yeah, that worked out perfect.
Worked out nicely. Worked out perfect. Exactly as planned.
Yep.
Except for the critical.
I mean, I'll live.
All right, so the tree puppet druid is going to dangle in the air its eyes are going to take on a blue tone. ice crystals are going to begin forming around it, and above Leaf and Uther, the sky breaks open and freezing rain and sleet starts to fall straight down on your head.
Oh, okay.
As
Thank
it
God,
casts
finally cold damage.
Sleet Storm.
And is there a save for this? Let's see.
There's
Constitution save.
Constitution save. Or wait,
You've
dexterity
gotta be
saving
kidding.
throw. Dexterity.
Oh, it's dexterity? Okay, I get advantage with this then. Doesn't matter. I rolled double 15.
Oh my god.
So
I
the
only
save is
got a
actually 14, not
13.
13. I don't know why it's in there that way.
Oh, nice.
Son
I
of
made
a-
it.
So you made it.
Hey chat, anyone got a +1?
I,
I have a +2 you can have.
I was
I
like,
rolled
Bright has the +2.
2 5s. That stinks a lot. All right, so 13 for
The
me.
Leaf, you fall prone.
Yep. Fun stuff.
So yeah, there we go.
there's no
spells are up.
damage?
No damage. I thought there was damage.
No, it's just irritating and makes moving a pain in the butt.
All right. Here it goes.
Okay.
So it's gonna move the fleet just a little bit.
And, I mean, it slows us down, right? So it's difficult terrain,
Yep.
and it's also heavily obscured. So now we can't see anything.
Leaf, your turn. You are prone.
He's gonna curse. Let's see. Let's say it's fall prone. Its creature is concentrating in the spell's area. No, I was not. Okay, so first I want to say thanks to Purple Phil for reminding me that I ignore 3/4 cover with my sharpshooter feat, but that's
Oh,
payback
yeah,
for
that's
last week or last game session when I screwed up my damage. So I'll try to remember that going forward. Leaf is going to stand up for half of his movement and then step to the right out of this circle of cold nastiness.
Yep.
Brace himself against the wall and bonus action to mark the other reconstituted druid as his slayer's prey.
Isn't your Slayer's Prey already on them?
It's already on it from last turn.
Yep, because
Do
you
not have
moved
to
it
use your
there
bonus action.
Oh, thanks. I
before the
appreciate
Wall
that.
of Wind.
You're right. I appreciate that. I forgot. So then I'll just take 2 shots at that druid. So
Absolutely.
once again, blue-white light lances out. That is a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Oh, nice. So that's, what's that? 22
29.
plus 6, 28 damage.
Okay.
And
No, you're right.
Arrow streaks through and catches it. It does not look to be in good shape. It was already singed from a burning hands on the second floor.
oh no, the second attack misses.
Second attack definitely misses. Second arrow streaks wide.
Just thinking if I have a bonus action, but I don't think so that I want to use. No, that's it. I'm good.
Okay. Soul.
Right, so will.
Soul has to make an athletics check to move.
Oh yeah, I'll deal with that in a second. First I'll use my bonus action. That won't help too much, but I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yep.
And then you said that I roll in athletics. Really?
Phew.
It's a big tree.
Don't worry.
9.
Don't worry, it happens to lots of robots your age.
You have 9 damage. Okay.
Yep. It's because I'm all beat up and one of my joints is messed up from it trying to eat me.
Anything else?
No, unfortunately. I'm gonna sit here and say I'm starting to not like plants.
Okay. The tree is going to
It's about to wreck. Oh,
move up
Hello.
just a little bit. Oh, and Soul, you are still in the vineyard, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course.
I do not like that it moved. I am not a fan.
14.
14 is enough to pass.
Oh,
Take 9 piercing damage as a larger wave of needles comes flying towards you. More of these twig blights.
God
Soul
damn.
cannot be okay.
No, Soul is not okay.
oh God. Is he
The
still
tree blight
conscious?
is going. Its grasping roots are going to come up through the ground, and it is going to try and grab Soul, who killed its undead friend. A 25 to hit. You are grabbed by it.
Yep.
Its other grasping roots are going to come up underneath Uther. A 19, which I believe hits Uther.
Mhm.
It will raise up Soul to its mouth to take a bite.
Oh no.
16 to hit.
One sec. No, that does not hit.
It pulls you up to bite, and you like stick your hammer sideways, and it can't clamp down between you. But then one of its branches swings out to try and knock you aside. Does a 19 hit Soul?
That does not hit Soul because it's shield of faith.
Ow.
GM,
Yes.
when a creature enters the area of the sleet storm for the first time, it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hold
On a failed saving throw, it lands
Falls
prone.
prone.
The tree falls on its ass and gets right back up like nothing happened.
So it does not grab me. It does not grab you.
It has 30 feet of movement. It stepped forward 5 feet and fell on its ass, and then stood back up with the rest of its movement.
It was
Then its
still funny
roots
though.
Grabbed your sorry
Okay.
ass.
Cinematically,
The
it was
rest of this
excellent.
happened.
Ficus will laugh from the side.
Ah, you suck.
Yep. Basically, Ficus
Oh.
screaming.
Its last branch attack is going to swing at Soul. A 15, it misses with its 3 big
Oh.
attacks.
Jesus Christ.
Ficus,
Thank God Soul is a tank.
thank God he cast Shield of Faith on himself last turn, or the 19 would have hit, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, shield of faith, or I'll be dead. I'll be down right now.
Soul is like the weakest pinata right now. Like, you just have one more little pat and that shit's just gonna break open.
You gotta take some of the D4s.
There
Yeah.
are still, 4 D4s left in the pool.
Can I use 2 and you use 2? No, you know what? Can I use 1?
Yeah, I really do need them.
Please
Yeah,
do.
I'm
I
Alright, I'm
still
gonna use
have
one.
multiple heals and health potions on myself, so
Jesus Christ. Well, that, you know what? That
Oh, no.
figures. I still have my 1 last potion, but still. I was hoping not to use it.
Yeah.
Ficus is gonna go back into dumb mode because she didn't hear anything back from her message. She's gonna run up on this tree and she's gonna stab because she wants it to let go of her friends. And that's
Okay.
all she cares about right now.
All right. Stab away.
Okay, here we go.
23 will hit. A 19 will hit.
Nice.
Excellent. And then how does sneak attack work in this instance? Like, technically, are they engaged even though they are grappled and hanging?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be a total of 24 points of damage if you include the sneak attack for that first one.
Magic weapons and sneak attack.
Totally.
So you start hacking into this thing, and bits of it are coming off, and its sap just starts flowing, and it's not looking to be in too great a shape, but it's still not on the edge of death.
And then she will bonus action disengage from all of this.
Well done.
All good?
Yep, she can't move anywhere. She's just this
Oh,
as
she's
far as she can go.
disengaged, but can't
She's
go anywhere.
disengaged, literally right next to it. So, hi. I think that means
Uther.
you have disadvantage.
All right. 5.
So there is a
10.
caveat to Sleet Storm, or start your turn in it. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw before you start.
Yeah.
I get to do that at advantage. Thank you, Danger.
Thank
Sense.
goodness.
5.
Oh, you lucky.
Remember,
And
your first bit of movement was
It's 10, but I still have an
Okay,
additional
perfect.
20 because of my fast movement, so I already
Heck
factored that.
yeah.
I'm going to attack recklessly.
You don't need to. You're
Yeah, you don't need
you're
to.
flanking it.
With me.
You're flanking.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, cool. That's the first attack.
28.
That's the second attack.
That is a critical hit.
Our
Whoop,
first
whoop.
critical.
Thank you very much. So that is
Criticals are supposed to be mine, though.
Hey,
7. So 18, and then roll more for the critical. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, including with the rage damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action, make your wisdom save because we're doing it.
You start hacking and slashing at this thing. Pieces of it are coming off. It's howling in rage. And a wisdom save. 12, so it fails too.
what's the range on the screen?
10 feet. You're
10
fine.
feet. So the druid has to do it as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's 25 damage to both of us.
God.
The druid passes. The scream radiates outward, and bits of the bark just start falling. And Soul, you can feel the roots loosening around your body as they fall limp to the ground, and the tree collapses, and the puppet druid falls.
And as the sword is screaming, Uther is also going, "Ah!" And then once it's over, he also passes out.
Oh no.
No, he doesn't, because Ficus would have seen him take the damage, and she would have put it in herself.
Oh no.
Ficus, for the briefest of moments, you feel this pressure in your ears, and then it goes away. Uther,
Oh, no.
expecting to have fallen from that, you also feel the pressure in your ears, and it too goes away. And that is the end of the battle. We are much further over than we usually are, so we'll take just a moment to pick up the pieces. Each of you can have more or less 6 seconds to say something, and we'll break for the week and come back in 2 weeks.
What type of damage did Ficus just steal, by the way? I'm putting it
Psychic.
down. Psychic. Cool.
Psychic.
25 points of psychic.
Uther is gonna limp his way over to Soul and give him the last potion he has.
I got one, no worries.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Potions don't work on him.
Yeah, they
He's
do.
a robot.
Yeah, I do.
Do they
They
work?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like,
Come on,
oh,
Artificer, get your shit together.
my potion stuff doesn't work on my robot dog. Why would it work on the bigger robot?
Because he has a soul.
Yeah, that's his name.
Did that destroy the tree?
Did. The tree collapsed and is destroyed and no longer moving.
And that
What's
also
going
killed
on with
the
the
druid?
staff?
So I'll do the staff as part of the closing. Anyone else want
Okay.
to do anything?
That,
Say
but I'm
anything?
just curious. That also killed the druid?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay, fantastic.
Ficus would shoot a message to Leaf, and be like, just like in his brain, just later I need to tell you something. I might have fucked up, and just leave it at that.
Okay.
Stowe's just gonna knock off a divine sense, because just to make sure nothing around is alive except for them.
The tree blights around you are still alive and well and pissed off that you're that close to them. In fact, they kind of sound like crashing waves against each other as the sticks break and twist. We're going to jump for a moment to Bright and Ireena. So at the beginning of this fight, they started walking down the stairs into the cellar. As you get to the bottom of the cellar, there is a single light that is illuminating a room full of broken bottles and broken casks. And just on the other side of a rack, you arrive just as 3 large needle blights push a rack over, and standing before you are a druid and a total of
I'm running. I'm running.
Nope. I'll go to
1,
Dark
2, 3,
Cellar
4.
alone.
and a total of 5 needle blights.
I'm running. We're
Didn't
out.
somebody say about going to battle by themselves without
And then the last bit for this evening, and we'll spend just a few minutes in our after session. We went way over usual, but that was fine. We were really close to finishing that up. The the stick in your hand, Uther, that's attached to your arm, is going to pulse for a moment, and it loses all of that coherence that it had a little bit ago, and it goes back to that infantile feeling rather than speaking. And there's a question mark at the end of this. But the sense that you get is the same sense it had when it went up to the tree, except directed at the tree, it's directed at you. You get just a piece of a word. Father? And that is where we will end for the evening.
Yeah, I was hoping you would say
Thank
that.
you so much for sticking around, chat. Do not go anywhere, because we are going to have some comments, questions, concerns, conundrums, and qualms that you might want to address during this session. Can we just say, I got so many crits this session. That was
hate that.
amazing.
That
Chat,
worked.
if you have any questions, feel free to float them. But that went just about as well as I hoped that it would.
Yeah.
We added not one, but 2 to my unconscious tracker tonight.
Yep.
Please someone send me a module that tells me that Uther can keep collecting children.
Sick kids.
At what
You
part
leave
of
my
the-
stick child alone. Misunderstood.
I figured he'd imprint on something. It might as well be part of it.
Think about this. You got a
Ancient evil
baby
tree.
from a flesh monster. You got a sentient stick thing from a tree monster.
Its name is Tendril. Thank you.
Tobias and Tendril.
Up
They'll make
next, we've got
perfect
Flat
brothers.
Stanley joining the crew, everybody.
Look, if Bright dies in that basement, I'm coming back as Tendril. I want you to know.
That's awesome.
You can't
Y'all-
beat my stick, baby.
Can I please be a twig blight? Can I be a twig blight that just walks around with the party? I'm gonna die in the basement, y'all. Like
You
I
have a literal
making peace
deity
with
with
that.
you. You have an angel on your side. We had stupid and stupid and stupid and a wall of wind and stupid on our team. Like, it was not great.
I didn't even want to go outside. I had to.
I was doing all right.
Yeah,
I
know.
was making
Doing all right.
snacks for everybody.
look.
I was,
I
trying
was.
to barricade us in so we could all rest.
Yep.
But, whoa. Let's go form a bond with a stick that tried to eat half our party.
Half
mean,
our
that's-
party only ate 2 people, and I was one of the people.
Well, by weight, I'm pretty sure Sol and Uther are at least half the party.
I will say, like, just to kick off, like, how I am feeling right now is I feel like a horrible person because of this. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm in character. She's not going to help. And then 10 minutes went by out of game. And I was like, I'm watching them almost die. And I have allowed this. Niffer is a terrible human being.
Oh, it was
And
then, like,
awesome.
And then Ficus started messaging of like, you need to come help, your friend is dying. And I'm just like, I can't hear, but Niffer feels so guilty right now. If one of us dies, it's on me.
No, but it's awesome
Oh,
because
no. I thought it played out really well.
yeah,
It did.
totally.
It
Leaf
very
is
much
like
did, but
freaking
I'm
out that
so
you're not here
anxious.
right now.
I'm
So-
so anxious about this.
But I mean, like, this is a consequence of our actions.
Absolutely.
totally.
But
We
like,
all brought this on.
but I as a person
Well.
am more worried about you all as people than your characters right now. Like, I don't want to lose a character, but I also don't want any of you to lose a character.
Uther's a bit disappointed at how things played out, but the fact that he might have a new stick baby might make up for it.
Oh my gosh. I'm not okay.
I completely forgot that I had the ability to take people's shit away from them, like their like wounds, until that like last 10 minutes. I think it was like seeing Soul get hit, and then I was like, can't someone stop? Like, I have the ability. Oh no. And, like, I was just sitting there like, I could have been helping Soul.
But you gotta be careful you don't do
You
too
are
much.
going to die.
We don't want you to
I'm so
obliterate
afraid.
Not
yourself.
if we level up, I'll be fine.
By the way, how we looking in regards to that?
No. Don't tell us. Keep the chat.
We're at spicy levels.
Keep the chat in suspense.
Yeah, don't tell the actual
suspense.
numbers. Keep me in suspense. That helps me. Helps me play better.
Oh dear.
I'm so glad I got to take this thing out with a fucking crit though. That felt
That
so
was
good.
It's
Yep.
very good.
Absolutely.
You took that 25. I was like, no.
When it survived that, I was like, yes, it survived it. I can't believe I missed Soul 3 times. Somebody is going down, and it's gonna be Uther. And I forgot you had the bonus action on grief.
I love grief so much. It's the perfect weapon for Uther.
There are a couple things that took place here we can't forget about. One, yes, everyone will level up for next session.
Yay!
Just have yourself prepped to level, but don't refill your hit points unless... Well, don't refill your hit points yet because we have to figure out what's going on with Bright in the basement. So unfortunately, Nif, you're going to have 2 characters ready because...
Yep.
And a backup. He's fine. Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna have to have 2 characters.
You only have to
ready?
survive 3 rounds.
So, yep. So I'll try and see how many rounds this fight... Was it only 3 rounds?
I'm pretty sure it was only 3 rounds.
It was 3, maybe 4 rounds that happened. So yeah, you only have to live for about 18 seconds on your...
No. There's an easy way for us to see how many rounds this was, because I believe
I fired 6 times. That's 3
it's-
rounds.
Yep. I'm gonna have level 6 Bright, level 7 Bright, and level 7 New just in case, because that's how it's feeling right now.
I think, unless I'm miscounting, but I'm pretty sure I fired twice at one druid, twice at the other druid, once at the druid in the tree. So that should be 3 rounds.
We'll sort
But
it out.
anyway, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
So
I had so
that's-
much fun this session. Just gotta say, like, I love being on the edge of my seat. So like to like, the first half of the session was just fun, like just good RP. It was interesting. It was like almost like a mystery or something like that. Because having those bodies being
4
pulled
rounds.
out. Was it 4 rounds? All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry. So having the tendrils pull those bodies out was really creepy and awesome. And then the whole second half of this like fight that was just like, oh my god, we're gonna die. That was intense. I love it.
I
Good,
was
I'm-
waiting for death for like when I saw Soul's like, because I can't see people's hit points, but I saw Soul's ticker go all the way down,
Yeah.
and I was just like,
I was so close.
how
Watching
many
that not
hit
being
points
One.
does
Down to
Soul?
1.
He had 1 at one point in this fight.
Well, and I was sitting there, I was like, we've all expended the shit out of our spells. Like,
Oh yeah.
we've got, if it wasn't for Chat Cleric, like, more of us would be unconscious right now. And I just.
I'm so afraid.
Well, if I go
That is
down,
always
Uther never
MVP.
let me live it down. So
That's true.
The only reason Uther didn't go down is because of that heroism. No lie.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't know that. I'm on the other side of the tree, unconscious. So
So close. I thought about unloading on Leaf instead,
Sure.
but it just didn't make sense for how the tree was fighting.
Yeah.
It had to kill Soul because Soul killed its druid puppet, and it had to attack Uther because Uther was the one doing all the damage to it.
Totally.
So, I briefly considered it because I mean, that round of attacks that missed Soul would have absolutely leveled Leaf.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah, when those points started rolling in, because I don't know Soul's like AC and stuff off the top of my head, but I would like watch like 19, 16,
25.
22. I was just like, barf, barf, barf.
Yeah, those all would have hit me.
Yeah. Yep. Going and looking at all of that would have hit me.
Like I
think
saw
hit-
at one place, Soul took 40 points of damage, and I'm just like, Damn, that might make me flinch a little. Like, I know you hurt.
That is literally my job, is to take damage and just survive long enough for the rest of the party to kill it. So
His
so
health
cool.
disappeared with that bite and slap.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, between Soul having a nice high AC and good amount of hit points, and then having Uther be able to soak damage because he's, the barbarian feat, that combination, I think, is a big part of the reason that we survived this fight.
Oh yeah, Leaf and Ficus would have been fuck all in this fight if it was just the two of them.
Yeah,
But I guess in summary, we have Ficus that survived because I reminded her of Uncanny Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
We
I
have-
also forgot to mention that my ancestors were protecting her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
There was also that we forgot like that entire time.
Yeah.
And I am definitely tempted now to use my level to take Barbarian.
I can
That
change my
would be-
subclass now, though, baby, because
You can change your subclass because of Tasha's.
Ooh, I might look into that too.
Go ahead. Do whatever you have access to. So the first thing, yes, level up for next time, but Bright has to be ready at the current level for whatever happens in the basement. Secondly, you do have a magic item that was gifted to us through donation
Yep,
that we'll need to
Modron.
remember to
Is it a
investigate
Modron?
further. It is a Modron, yes.
That's so cool.
That's
Uh,
not stick, baby.
No, it's my baby. Get out.
You haven't tamed it yet. Still
And
up
then-
for grabs.
The third thing, I'm fairly pleased with how that mini boss felt as a mini boss. So I hope the rest of you were too.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed
I
that
was
fight.
properly panicked.
It seemed properly thematic with the bodies of the druids, and yeah, I was pretty
100%.
pleased with that. So I was really glad that confusion landed on Uther. I was hoping that it would have. I had that in the pocket just for Uther and hoped that it would have stuck for more than one turn, but that's all right.
Had to shake it off.
Yep.
I had to pull a Tay Swifty. Shake it off. That's right. Uther is a Taylor Swift fan. Somebody say something.
I support it. I support it.
Yeah. No,
Some of my best lifting is to T Swift.
Uther thinks that red bangs.
Now wait a second.
does.
Wasn't there a Music for Dads CD with a Taylor Swift song on it recently?
I don't want to talk about that
We don't-
CD.
we don't
Torn
need to
was
talk about
also
that
on
CD.
it. I saw Torn on it and I was like, look, I was a melodramatic 7-year-old in the back of a station wagon having fits to that song. That is not dad music.
Dad music
I'm
now.
so
That's what they
confused.
call that. That was awful. Now music has dad rock. That's what it's called.
Yep.
Yep.
Dad rock album.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
I also
We
got
regret
sad
to
when
inform you that Sum 41 and Avril Lavigne are dad rock now.
We don't need to acknowledge that. I don't know
I
who's
don't
telling
know what
those
those are.
lies.
See, this is how you know it's dad rock. Is Niffer's like, who are these people?
Hi. What's up?
anything else to bring up before we break for the evening and return in 2 weeks?
That was a great session.
That was
a lot of
fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
The branch went further than I thought it would and did so much better than I thought it would. So that's fun. I will send something in, or I will toss the modern treasure. I'll toss the new magic items into our group chat when I get a chance. I don't think there's. Oh, I thought there was something else I was going to say. Oh well, I can't think of it, so I'll just pop it in group chat if it comes to mind. Otherwise, chat, thank you for joining us this session. We're so glad that you stuck around. We look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks, where we will pick back up. And until then,